ESPN welcomes you to a special presentation of the United Football League.
Spring, a symbol of renewed dreams and fresh hopes. And so is this.
This is a Big Ten moment.
A league that means opportunity.
All day, 50 minutes flying around. Yeah, baby, let's go!
You throw it the flat or the drag?
Slam. No one can catch it! Can't stop addicted to the shindig.
Give every single one of us a second chance to do the thing we all love to do.
It keeps the dream alive to make it back to the NFL.
It's not something that I'm ready to give up yet.
When the stakes are their futures, the competition is fierce.
Ready? Go kick somebody's ass! The world I love, the trains I hope to be part of the wave. Can't stop the money! What a catch!
I can't really imagine life without this game. I got something to prove, for sure.
So breathe in the spring air and cast your eyes on the UFL.
Memphis, Tennessee on a warm spring Sunday afternoon, serving exactly what you want. More of what you love, football, or as the UFL proudly says, more action, more memories, more football. From the Simmons Bank Liberty Bowl, this is the UFL on ESPN kickoff weekend, presented by New Era. The Michigan Panthers, loaded with talent, came up just short of a championship game a year ago. They can take on the new look, the very hopeful Memphis Showboats. The second season of the Spring Football League's merged as one. 4 teams in the XFL Conference, DC, St. Louis, Arlington, San Antonio, while the USFL Conference, home to our 2 teams on the field today, and the Birmingham Stallions, the defending champs in Houston. 8 total teams in the United Football League. They compete over a stretch of 10 weeks, a regular season with no bye weeks. It all leads up to June 8th when the 2 teams in each conference clash. Then, this broadcast crew has the honor of calling the championship game in primetime on ABC Saturday, June 14th. As we say good afternoon, everybody, Joe Tessitore, thrilled to be with you alongside my good buddy Jordan Rogers. Here we are, the UFL. We will say hello to our field level analysts, Tom Luganbill and Sam Acho, in a moment. What's got you hyped for second season in the UFL?
Well, it's got to be the talent, right? Every coach we talk to just speaks about the talent that is on the rosters this year. A collection of 400 of the best former college, former NFL guys that feel like they're one season, one game, one play away from fulfilling that lifelong dream and getting back to the NFL or getting there for the first time. And if you love football, these broadcasts are going to be for you. We got cameras everywhere. We got audio everywhere. You want to hear the offensive coordinator talk to the quarterback, call the play in the huddle, talk to him in his ear. We're going to have all that. You're going to learn some football along the way as well.
Yeah, those coaches wired up. Let's get right to them. They were meeting just moments ago. Of course, Mike Nolan, former head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. He leads Michigan. Jim Turner is the interim coach in for Ken Wisenhunt. But let's talk about Mike Nolan, defensive guru. And he says, hey, number one, developing these players to get back to the NFL.
Yeah, he's been at the pinnacle of the NFL as a head coach and a coordinator. He could go retire, but he loves these players, loves developing them. He mentioned that's his number one goal here, going to play everybody. But he did say a close second is winning, and they were 1 or 2 plays away from the championship last year. They expect to get back.
Now, Memphis, a coaching change because Ken Wisenhunt took a leave of absence this week. So Jim Turner, veteran offensive line guy, he's ready for this challenge.
Oh, just wait to hear this guy on the field. I can't wait. If you looked up an offensive line coach in the dictionary, you're going to see Jim Turner. He's got a first-time ever play caller in 28-year-old TJ Vernieri. That's something to watch for this team that is really inexperienced, but really excited and hopeful.
Of course, folks, the UFL is all about serving the fans with unprecedented access. And that also means transparency when it comes to the officiating to serve you. Dean Blandino is one of the best in the business. He's going to be with us all afternoon long from the Replay Command Center. Dean, glad you're with us. What's new when it comes to the rules for 2025?
Great to be with you guys. Right off the bat, you're going to see the kickoff. Think about the NFL, the dynamic kickoff, what they did. What's so cool about this was a spring football play. It goes back to the XFL in 2020. We made a couple of tweaks. We're going to move the kicker back to the 30, make it that much harder to kick it directly into the end zone. And if you kick it directly into the end zone, that touchback's coming back to the 35, so you're going to give up big field position. We want to see a lot of returns in the game, so get ready. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And, Dean, this is working time for you. You ready, my man? I mean, you got to talk to these guys on the field here. You ready to go for it for a few hours, sir?
I'm ready. They were just asking, hey, where's Dean? I'm like, I'm talking to the ESPN guys. I got to get back to the get back to the game here.
We'll let you get ready for work, as will be Aaron Nolan. We're thrilled to have Aaron with us, ESPN betting analyst, who's going to be with us with this great gambling experience you can have in the UFL. Aaron, what are you looking for to track today?
So the first thing we're going to track is line movement. And the Michigan Panthers opened as a 3-point favorite. We saw this line get as high as -7 today. It's currently sitting at -6.5, with 59% of the money coming in on them on ESPN Bet. We're also going to be tracking player props, and Tiosi Mariner is one of those players to keep an eye on. For him to score a touchdown, yes, at +120 is one of the most bet-on player props for this game, as well as him to go over his receiving yards, which opened at 41.5, and it's now as high as 46.5. Lastly, the other thing we're going to track, of course, is betting trends. If you look at week 1 of last year, every single total, we saw the under cash. And as for today, 38 is what we're seeing. And right now, the public is split on that. So we'll be tracking live lines as well as player props and some of the betting trends for this game.
Yeah, just hearing that number, Aaron, and hearing what you say for a prop, I think a lot is on the Michigan offense. And speaking of the Michigan offense, there are few in our industry that have more experience when it comes to covering pro spring football than Tom Luganbill, and he'll be our field level analyst with Michigan today. Luke's?
Tess, I appreciate it. With Bryce Perkins and the Michigan Panthers, you get to start today. What are the priorities offensively for you, for Michigan to have a successful outcome?
Yeah, take care of the ball. You know, first game, there's always different mistakes that pop up. So making sure we take care of the ball offensively, be ahead of the chains, you know, early success, find rhythm, you know, take completions and move the ball.
Thanks, man. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, on over to Sam Macho.
I'm here with EJ Perry, starting quarterback for the Memphis Showboats. EJ, you're playing your former team. How do you feel about this matchup?
Great. They're a great team. We got to bring our best, and I'm very excited for it.
You're also about to be a dad. How do you feel about that?
Good. Charlie, my wife, back at home. What's up?
Awesome. Appreciate it, EJ.
Love you.
Appreciate it, EJ. All right, back to you, Tess.
All right, Charlie comes from a football family, in fact. Her grandfather, the former NFL GM Bobby Beathard, the daughter of songwriter Casey Beathard, and of course her brother is CJ Beathard.
There's some football genes all over the field. And I just love the fact that these players are showcasing their talents. This is a league of opportunities. It's a league of second chances. A lot of these guys getting to show it for the first time. A lot of these guys have played in the NFL 4 or 5 years and getting an opportunity to say, hey, I deserve to be back there. And it all starts right here with this opening kickoff.
Second season of the UFL. The XFL and USFL merged spring football leagues. As they have been saying, more action, more celebrations, more football, more of what we all love. Steneric Prince is back to receive. B.T. Potter, who had an outstanding career at Clemson, set to kick off for the Michigan Panthers as we are underway here in Memphis as it dribbles down to the 7-yard line. As Prince takes it out there, and he is E.J. Perry, who started his career at Boston College, but then transferred to the Ivy League to play at Brown, where he was just incredible. The Ivy League's top offensive player.
We're going on the first color. 0 up, Buffalo Slice Sucker on the first color. Ready?
Get your first chance to hear a little bit of the play call in the huddle. Sounds like it's going to be a pass play to open this one up. E.J. Perry, as Acho mentioned, started 4 games for Michigan last year, facing his old teammates. A lot of friends on the other side, but not anymore.
Prince Adams will look to bounce it, and he is tackled immediately at that time by Dawkins. Our impact players are presented by New Era.
Yeah, Breeland Speaks, obviously Defensive Player of the Year. He's a sack monster. And Kai Nakua, a guy that EJ Perry called the Troy Polamalu of that defense. And for the Memphis Showboats, it's the big receivers on the outside. Jonathan Adams, 6'3", D. Anderson, 6'5". They got NFL size and speed on the outside. Let's see when they start to take advantage of that.
Perry on second down looking to extend the play as he slides down out just past the 25-yard line. Marino with the tackle.
34, wristband 34, no parentheses, wristband 34.
The ball at the 26-yard line.
This is the story of the game. Ken Wisenhunt, obviously the head coach and offensive coordinator, stepped aside. EJ Perry calling his first game at any level as a play caller.
28 years old, had a great conversation with Tom, Sam, Jordan, and I the other day about the realities of this spot for him. 3rd down and 8. Perry gets it to the outside. Oh, and the helmet comes off on that vicious hit on Jonathan Adams as Adonis Alexander came flying in.
Boy, really good protection there early for EJ Perry. Adonis sitting in kind of a cover 2 cloud zone, so sitting and waiting on that under route. Nothing developed downfield. Again, good protection. This is a team that struggled up front. Case Cookus, quarterback last year, the most sacked in the entire UFL. So far, Jim Turner's got that going in the chest cam. We're talking about technology for the UFL. We got a camera that looks like Iron Man right on Zeke Vandenberg.
What a great shot. You talk about access. You talk about delivering to the fans. How about the chest cam there right away? Matt Bengal on to punt away as he skies this to the 21-yard line where Malone fields it from there. Flag comes down as he's brought down at about the 26.
Formation on the kicking team lined up none on the line of scrimmage. Their whole in the back there.
Right, what do we have down here?
Force it from the 24.
What do you got, Peter?
During the return, number 20, illegal block in the back.
Legal block in the back by the receiving team?
Yes, sir.
So we can either decline case foul, and they can push it back, or we can offset and replay?
Yeah, they talk to the coach for that one. Yep.
All right, we can talk to them.
Yep.
Hey, Michael, can you get a ball? Can you get a Michigan ball ready?
Or we can just re-kick. Let's re-kick. Re-kick. For 20. Everybody, we're going to re-kick. Offense, we're going to re-kick. Otherwise, the ball's at the 14. All right? Re-kick. Gary, tell him down there. Gary, tell him to re-kick. Gary, going to re-kick, tell him. Re-kick. Hey, guys, the ball would have been at the 14.
Mike Nolan think about it for a second and said, no, make him punt it again.
Yeah, he certainly did, and Coach Nolan loves this officiating. What was the decision make it a re-kick?
Well, I'd rather have the ball. I'd rather re-kick it than have the ball on the minus 14. That's basically my choices.
How about the communication right there? As you saw that coming over to you, clearly relayed to you, easy move, right?
Great information. All right, and that's what I like the best. I'm going to get great information. They're going to make, obviously, they put the decision on us, but great officiating.
Thanks, Coach.
I love just hearing all the logistics of that sorting through. And this is kind of a great move by Coach Nolan. Make him kick it again. Chances are you're going to get a chance for a return. The 14 is not where you want to start. So good job of making him roll it back, re-rack, and see if you can't get better field position.
Yeah, let's see if that plays out with Matt Bengal and his big leg. 6'2", 225-pounder who used to be the punter at UCLA. And this is a line drive that knuckles near the 30-yard line, but it does take a bit of a Memphis roll. So Bryce Perkins gets the start today. The quarterback signed by Michigan mid-2024 and earned a Super Bowl ring as a member of the Los Angeles Rams.
And started a game for the Rams, filling in for Matt Stafford a couple years ago. So has NFL experience as a starter. And Michigan needs stability. They went through 4 quarterbacks last year. They're hoping Perkins can bring that.
Pistol, let's trigger wing, rip, gut, crunch. On one, ready? Let's go, stop. 180, right shot.
McCrary makes the most of it as he was pursued down the line.
They've got a couple guys on either side to watch. Nate McCrary, as you just saw right there, took over from Matthew Colburn, who led the NFL, or excuse me, 4th in the UFL last year in rushing yards. They're really excited about him. Marcus Sims, an all UFL wide receiver. And on the other side, I mentioned Zeke Vandenberg and Boogie Roberts, two guys on that defense to keep an eye on. Vandenberg, FCS Defensive Player of the Year in 22. One of those guys waiting for his first crack at the NFL, trying to show he belongs today.
Boogie Roberts is one of the best personalities you're going to find in the UFL. We will check in with him a little later. 2nd and 7 as Perkins gets it complete, and he does so hooking up with Marcus Sims, with a great career in West Virginia, all UFL a year ago.
And up to coordinator Marcel Belfay, 16 years in the CFL. You're going to see a lot of movement.
Short, McCrary able to bounce it and then square those shoulders as he gets across midfield. A good run by Nate McCrary.
Well, a great little jump cut for a big guy at 6'2", 213. That's designed to go inside. He's patient, though. He sets up that block from Ryan Nelson, the left tackle, and jumps outside. Really good vision there early from McCrary.
Gets it out quickly into space again. It's Sims, and Sims turns the corner and gets downfield. And look at Marcus Sims on this opening drive for Michigan.
Yeah, he's their go-to guy. They really want him to blossom into one of the best in the entire UFL. Scratched at the surface last year. Go play action away, quick throw. And that's one thing Belfay says about Bryce Perkins. So good at getting the ball out quickly in this offense.
Just getting into space, just turning that corner like a shortstop. So a 30-yard reception by Sims. McCrary lowers his shoulders to the 15.
I'll tell you, Jordan, that running back for Michigan,
one of the quarterbacks for the team. Troy, what are you seeing on here?
3rd down. They like to go. They like to go Tampa, so they went Tampa here. Little confusion on the mesh route down here with the D tackle dropping, but you know it's early in the game. You know, it's the first game of the year, just trying to get the jitters out. We'll be all right. Yes, sir.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Troy Williams on the side for Memphis, where Sam Acho is our field level analyst. 2nd and 6. Incomplete as he tried to quickly get it to Mariner.
Got a little RPO here. Bryce Perkins decides to pull it. And you're used to seeing that pull off the zone, I mean the quarterback's going to run it. Most of the time in this level and at the next level, it's that quick pass. Little stick route there by Mariner, the guy they expect to step up big time.
Jaron Horton, his father Ray Horton. Jaron was a DC in the USL for Pittsburgh and now heads up this defense for Memphis against the veteran Marcel Belfay, the play caller, who faces a 3rd down and 6.
Play of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, it's 3rd down.
Remember, play clock here is 35 seconds, so a little faster than college in the NFL. 3rd down, if you're trying to think about it a little too long, quarterback runs out of time.
What's up?
3rd and 11. Perkins and Michigan steps up in the pocket. Being chased. Gonna trying to run it to get there, but the pursuit gets to him near the 15-yard line. Josiah Bronson and Steel Chambers, the former Ohio State Buckeyes star linebacker.
And the first real decision here for Mike Nolan. They're going to trot the field goal unit out there.
Stay back.
Well, B.T. Potter is the starting place kicker, replacing Jake Bates, who was sensational for Michigan a year ago with 3 field goals over 60 yards, and then turning into the starting kicker for the Detroit Lions. So Potter with a 32-yard attempt. And Potter puts it through. And an opening 7-play, 56-yard drive capped by the 32-yard field goal by B.T. Potter as we are underway, second season of the UFL.
We love the moments, the memories, the magic, the game. So let's get more. More action. More celebration. More unforgettable. More football.
Don't miss the action every weekend this spring. Visit theufl.com for tickets.
The UFL, presented by New Era, is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Joe Tessitore, Jordan Rogers up in the booth. Tom Luganville, Sam Acho down on the field as your analyst for Michigan and Memphis. Year 2 of the UFL. It's been an exciting opening weekend of ball. Your Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee, where Michigan has a field goal lead early on.
Acho getting some iPad time down there with the defense.
Get it all in.
Not bad when a 9-year NFL veteran defensive player is down there by your side.
They'll scramble to him now, no short pass.
Live ball is loose at about the 6-yard line, and that is where Prince has to jump on it, and there is a fight for the football. And they are saying that Memphis did retain it. Memphis on their first drive, a 3-and-out with 6 yards of offense, by the way.
Yeah, just a little confusion, I think, on the coverages that they saw. And that's one thing to keep an eye on. E.J. Perry, remember, started 4 games for Michigan last year. And I just see the replay here. It was just some miscommunication. They got 2 returners back there. They both looked at each other thinking the other was going to get it. Neither of them did. Luckily, Prince was able to fall on that one there.
This is our chest cam view of this ball nearly coming loose at the end of that play. Unprecedented access, the body cam technology that allows viewers to experience the game through the defensive players.
Yard line. First down.
Hey, Dean Blandino, what's got them backed up right there on that call on the kickoff?
So they did recover it, but there was an illegal formation on Memphis. One of the players left early, so that's a 5-yard penalty that will take it back. Remember, we don't have half the distance. We'll take it all the way back to the 2-yard line.
So now working out of their own end zone and fighting for any breathing room is Jalen Jackson.
Yeah, not a good place to be backed up, but I mentioned the feel-out process, the chess match of E.J. Perry and his old team. Got a couple different looks on that first drive, especially on that 3rd down. They dropped a D-tackle right where he was going to throw, so see if Memphis is able to adjust here early, backed up against their own end zone.
E.J. Perry gives to Jackson again, and he is brought down at about the 2-yard line, maybe inches his way to 3. Frank Ginda with the tackle. So it's a big 3rd down coming up.
Left hash. Okay. Kings. What hash am I on? Right hash?
Yeah.
Okay. Trips left, Mickey Tiger. Trips left, Mickey Tiger.
Here we go. Trips left, Mickey Tiger on one. Ready?
On a slip screen.
Yes.
Hey, watch the screen! Watch screen throw!
Perry from his own end zone. They go underneath. And Jackson makes his way out to the 9-yard line.
As start to hear verbiage, you're going to recognize Tiger there's a little screen. It's got an R on the end of it, right? So a little screen to the running back to the right. The opposite would be like a lion, right? Has an L in it. So you're going to start to hear a lot of words that you're like, what does that mean? And you can start to piece together how these plays are called, how it's communicated, and those little nuggets of why they term each play what they do.
So with the tackle by Noah Dawkins, it is now Matt Mengel out to punt again, and he is halfway into his own end zone. He did have an 83-yard punt that set the USFL record a few years ago. He could use a big boot right here. Trying to flip the field. As Malone fields it at the 43 and is already past midfield where he is upended, and that is where Michigan will take over. The UFL chess cam. A view of that third down tackle that has the ball back in the hands of the Michigan Panthers.
Bryce Perkins, quarterback, Michigan Panthers. My top football moment is winning the Super Bowl with the LA Rams. You know, one of the best feelings and surreal moments that you always see on TV, but to be able to experience that firsthand is, you know, one of the best things I've ever experienced playing football.
That is Bryce Perkins, the starting quarterback for the Michigan Panthers, but he won a Super Bowl ring with the Rams. He signed with them as an undrafted free agent in 2020, made his debut in the NFL on field, thrown a touchdown pass in 2022, and his story hasn't ended, and he's off to a good start here as the starting quarterback for the Panthers.
Great area of the field here to take a shot.
Left side of the field after the defense did their job with Memphis having compromised field position. Colburn can't find much, just a gain of 1.
Another one of those guys with a lot of NFL experience to watch. Malik Turner out on the field, number 17 for Michigan. 44 NFL games across about 5 years. New addition to that loaded wide receiver room.
Wide, Alexi, empty, Lucy, opposite sail, on top, ready. Wide, Alexi, empty. Opposite. There you go. You got it. Set.
Second and 9 for Perkins. Empty look, gets it out quickly, and he does so to Hicatini as Hicatini makes his way to the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, wide, Rex straight nasty. Wide, Rex straight nasty. Ripper, Oregon lucky. On top, ready.
Nasty's going to be a tight split at the top of your screen by Marcus Sims. A lot of times they'll want to bring him from that side across the field. Right here.
Third down and 3. Perkins being pressured. Perkins going to step up, and Perkins goes airborne to get the first down. Got to be careful doing that. He was injured towards the end of last year hurdling a defender.
No doubt, but hey, this is a league of opportunity. These guys are trying to show out. Their bodies, they're going to put it on the line. You just see he's trying to hit. I think it's Turner right there, just on a little button hook across the sticks, and instead calls his own number. Well, these guys are trying to make an impression. There's not going to be much sliding here from Perkins.
I love it. Playing with heart. Colburn. Good hit at the 33-yard line as Colburn's taken down by Ellis.
An important drive here for Bryce Perkins, too. Remember, they're going to play both quarterbacks. Danny Etling may get some time in the second quarter. They may alternate. And so as the first quarter ticks away here, Perkins wants to leave an impression, get some points on the board, hopefully a touchdown.
Hey, Rex, Liz, stretch. On one, ready.
And Luke, they're sticking with that plan right at quarterback no matter who has success.
Yeah, it looks that way. Now, if somebody gets the hot hand, they're not opposed to keeping that guy in there, which I think is a smart thing to do, but I would expect to see Danny in the second quarter.
2nd and 6. That's Colburn down to the 31-yard, the third down from there. Let's listen into the coordinators with this third down.
Yeah, good call, good call.
Nickel.
Nickel.
New back.
Lexi, Class. Let's go here. Liz, Hondo, lucky trade. Tight. Lexi, Class. Liz, Hondo, lucky trade.
Your Honor, if we don't get it, we're kicking it.
Yes, sir.
If it's real close, I'll give you a cheat.
Go left. What are we doing? Who's in the game up front? We're fucked up.
3rd and 5. Perkins gets it complete for a first down as he connects with Malik Turner. And you could hear the concern, Lugs, and the confusion from the coordinator. Just a great ball there to Malik Turner. You heard Z train. That's that concept. Turner, the Z receiver there. Little dig route. Great pickup. But you mentioned it. From the DC for Memphis. Concerned about who was actually on the field. He wasn't happy with the personnel.
Play it. Play it.
Run!
Good. Prairie, not much there. By the way, 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive is Michigan.
Okay, here we go.
Ball down to the 17-yard line. Hey, Rex, Lynn, hey, look, no trouble, ready? Yep. Go. What's up? Lady, what is that? Turn, what's up?
2nd and 8 for Perkins with time. Gets it complete inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal Michigan. Marcus Sims with the reception.
Hey, make sure you come back a little bit on that one.
H to Rex cluster. Rip truck slant. H to Rex cluster.
H to Rex cluster. H to Rex cluster. Rip truck slant. That's my hard time. Ready?
Truck slant, usually a little sweep to the running back, get some big offensive linemen, pull it out to the right.
Bump. Play it.
Could be the last play of this first quarter. And that's exactly what it is with McCrary. But great pursuit down the line by Memphis. And Keaton Ellis, the safety, coming up to make the tackle. And that is how we will close out this first quarter. A 18-potter, 32-yard field goal is all we have on the board. Erin Nolan, our betting expert, better be thinking about that under right now. We'll hear from her in a little bit as we continue on. 2nd season of the UFL. It is Michigan leading by a field goal on the road at Memphis. Don't go anywhere. Now the Michigan Panthers taking advantage of good field position. They've moved it 42 yards to create a 2nd and goal to start this second quarter here in Memphis.
And leaving Bryce Perkins out there to finish this drive. Remember, they will alternate quarterbacks today, presumptively by quarter, but Perkins out there to finish this one off.
I think that's the smart thing to do, too, Jordan. He's in a rhythm. He's been really poised, in command. Let him finish it off.
No doubt. See Mike Nolan pacing the sidelines there, the former San Francisco 49ers head coach, the head coach of the Panthers, making that decision. See if he can cap this drive.
Whitey, what's up?
Perkins on 2nd and goal is going to try to run it straight ahead, and then backs up and is wrapped up. And that was Nazir Player, who stayed with it.
It's just a little quarterback draw read. Perkins is going to be reading Zeke Vandenberg right here that's got the running back. If he goes out, then Perkins is going to replace with that quarterback draw. It's a good job up front of filling that hole.
3rd and goal. Perkins on 3rd and goal. Underneath, sliding at the 2-yard line is Malik Turner.
Perkins is saying, let's go.
So is Mike Nolan.
Yeah. Got to score now. We got to score.
Your Memphis Showboats defense at the 2-yard line.
Ready?
4th and goal. Stick switch, going to have a couple guys just sitting right over. Watch the tight ends here. Stick usually indicates something to them.
Fourth down, low snap. Perkins picks it up. Gonna try to run it in from there. A stiff arm. Makes a man miss. Spins and gets it. Oh my, what an athletic play by Bryce Perkins. Come with it.
That's how you let your nuts hang, bro. Yeah!
He just brought it every which way. Such desire to make that goal line.
Immediately the 2-yard line, 5-yard line, or 10-yard line. The ball's been placed at the 2-yard line, which means the Panthers are going for 1 point.
That's a heck of an effort by Perkins. And remember, no extra points here. You can go for 1 point from the 2-yard line on the conversion attempt here.
Ortho home defense conversion attempt. A 1-point attempt from the 2-yard line. Perkins pumps, and Perkins does it himself again.
So that's almost the...
I suppose the Mike Nolan decision to let him finish the drive worked out pretty well.
Love it. And this is actually almost the exact same play call as last time. There's the play here that got him the touchdown. He's supposed to play fake and then look for both tight ends, one on the stick, one on the slant. Instead, he's just doing it himself. Like, come on, get me in the end zone. We saw him go airborne on an earlier drive. I mean, Bryce Perkins is leaving it all on the field right now.
And just listen to it.
You can almost hear the surprise in his teammates. Like, what did you just do?
I mean, the contact balance and the pad leverage and the spin and the leg drive. Bryce Perkins.
But going back to it, that 1 point play there, almost the exact same play call. A little play fake, get him out on the run with that athleticism, 2 options to throw. That first time around, he just did it all himself.
Potter prepares to kick off for Michigan.
It was a 12-play drive. Remember, they got the good field position after the punt. 49-yard drive. Took 6.5 minutes, but a sensational play by Perkins. As Prince is taken down to the 31-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bryce, that was a poised, composed drive. But when the initial play breaks down there on the goal line, walk us through what you're seeing and what you're feeling trying to avoid all those bodies.
Yeah, just make a play. I mean, I could have helped us out that play before. Keeping Malik on his feet and let him run in. But, you know, after that, you know, how you respond to adversity. You know, make guys miss. Those guys do a great job occupying the guys on the second level. So, you know, when you're that close, you got to put it in the end zone.
All right, thanks, man.
Hey.
Meanwhile, we have a new starting quarterback for Memphis. It's new quarterback for Memphis. It's Troy Williams. It was a tough battle in camp between E.J. Perry and Troy Williams. So Troy Williams is getting playing time as he completes the pass to Jonathan Adams. Sam Acho, what do they like about Troy Williams?
One of the things about Troy Williams is his athleticism. Up here in the booth right now, and you can even hear the offensive coordinator talk about run. So they love his ability to be able to run the ball as well as pass it.
Also glad to have access to Mike Nolan, the Michigan Panthers head coach, who's put on the headset, which will afford Jordan the opportunity to speak to coach as his defense is on the field.
Coach, what's the game plan with the new quarterback in? Do you treat him any different than E.J. Perry?
You know, we don't have a lot of experience from the standpoint of seeing what they did offensively because they aren't a team that was returning from like a year ago. So really we're treating them both the same. We know both of them very well. Obviously, E.J. was with us and Williams was with Pittsburgh. We played him 3 times 2 years ago. So we've been around both these quarterbacks. Look, we have a lot of respect for E.J. because he's with us, but a lot for Williams as well. He beat us 3 times 2 years ago.
2nd and 8 now for Troy Williams as he gets it complete, and it's cross midfield to the 44-yard line to Eli Stowe. First time in Michigan territory for the Showboats.
And Coach brought a little pressure off the right side there. That ball just get out too quick to hit home?
Yeah, it looked like we came from a little bit too deep. It was just a fire zone on the backside, but yeah, we'd like to get there a little sooner than that. And it looks like right now they've picked up their tempo as well here. They got a big play, so they're on the ball, getting ready to run another one.
Thanks, Coach. We'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, guys. Always a pleasure being with you.
Here. And Sam Acho is up in the coordinator's booth, and he is with the coaching staff there as a penalty flag comes down. Sam?
Yeah, I'm here with Jaron Horton. Jaron, what are you seeing, the defense coordinator for the Memphis Showboats, what are you seeing from Michigan's offense?
I mean, right now they're doing a lot of the stuff we kind of
All right, I got a legal
saw on
hands
tape coming in. RPOs on first and second down. Kind of high-low control concepts on third down, but we got to tackle. On this 4th and goal from the 2, we missed 4 tackles on the quarterback, and that's not winning football. They're not killing us scheme-wise. We gotta make tackles, and that'll be the answer for us. That's all we gotta do is make tackles.
Awesome, thanks, Coach.
What Sam gets around, doesn't he?
How can you not love this type of broadcast on spring football? We got Acho up in the booth with the D coordinator.
I mean, 5 minutes ago, the guy's analyzing things from the sideline. The next thing you know, he's sitting right next to Jaron Horton, who just saw his defense give up that 4th down touchdown to Michigan. A spectacular play it was, as Prince struggles to find anything there. His amazing play by Bryce Perkins, a 2-yard touchdown run where he broke multiple tackles and spun his way into the end zone, and that makes it 10-zip. This is a play everybody's buzzing about.
Yeah, this was what Coach Horton was just talking about. Here's 1 missed tackle. There's 2. There's a couple. 3, 4. I mean, any one of those, you cut them short of the goal line. That's a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. Just tackle, man.
It's a 5 out here. 5 minutes. Oh, he's got it. Oh, number again.
2nd and 10.
Good play.
As Williams gets into Izzo. You know, I brought it up earlier when we were off to a slow start scoring-wise, Aaron Nolan, and right now with Troy Williams, Memphis is trying to get on the board. But what's going on with some of the live action you're tracking?
Well, how about Perkins? He had the first touchdown. That was 7-1. Also for him to just score a touchdown in general was plus 120. Also hit over his rushing attempts already, which was posted at 1.5. He has 4 rushing attempts. He's been great. And then as for Marcus Sims, he also hit over his receiving yards prop of 44.5. And this live line has been going crazy. I've seen it as high as 15.5 in favor of Michigan. And the total dipped to 36.5, but it's right now 39.5.
Okay, so it did dip earlier, but obviously with the touchdown by Perkins. By the way, I cannot believe that prop number on Perkins, considering his athleticism. Aaron, we'll let you get back to tracking things here. 10-zip Michigan lead in the 2nd quarter.
Easy money on that one.
Wow. There is Bryce Perkins. As E.J. Perry, the starting quarterback, looks on, as Troy Williams is taken over here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 10. Williams gets it to the outside, the Kwame blast.
Hey, Luke, I'd be interested what E.J. Perry is seeing from this Michigan defense. Obviously, he was there last year. Are they doing anything different? Are the calls the same? Is he hearing things that he's remembering? Obviously, you can share that information with Troy Williams.
What do we have here coming up? Big 3rd down.
Yeah, playing a little bit of coverage here. Trying to make him force a tight throw.
Keep the ball in front of you?
Completely.
That means they're going to need protection. Let's see if this offensive line holds up as they drop into zone coverage.
It's Colin Power, the defensive coordinator, just heard from. And a good pass complete to Jonathan Adams. Troy Williams is finding his gear. 1st down, Showboat.
I tell you what he's doing. He's just getting the ball out of his hands quickly. We saw a couple plays ago him work one side to the other, but as soon as he moves his eyes, the ball is out on time, not giving that Michigan pass rush time to hit home.
And now tempo. 1st down, they'll keep it on the ground and straight ahead inside the 15 down to the 14 is Jalen Jackson.
There's a level of excitement up here in the booth with TJ Verneri, offensive coordinator. He saw that they were playing coverage. He said, hey, let's go. So there's a level of excitement with the offense.
And his first time officially as a play caller this game. Remember, Ken Wisenhunt, the head coach, was the play caller. He had to take a leave of absence for personal reasons. Jim Turner becomes the head coach, and 28-year-old TJ Verneri is the play caller today. Here's Jackson. And Jackson is taken down right near the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what always helps and is kind of the identity of this football team right now is those big boys up front. I mean, Jim Turner is an offensive line coach, right? That's his baby. That was a unit that really struggled last year. They're protecting Troy Williams really well right now. They're getting some push in the run game. Now here on 3rd down, if they can protect Williams long enough, see if he can't keep this hot streak of completions going.
There's TJ. First game in his career as a young coach, as a play caller.
Come on, come on.
3rd and 6.
We got it. We got it. Make a play, Troy. Fuck.
Oh, and he's sacked all the way back at the 28-yard line by Willikis.
Yeah, and I mentioned he's been getting the ball out of his hands quickly. You only got 5 blockers. Empty backfield, that ball's got to come out a little quicker. You don't have time and one-on-one blocks in front of you to scramble around and wait for something to open.
Field goal! Yeah, and Jordan, he's got to be much more aware of the situation and where he's at on the field from a field goal perspective here. That's a bad loss.
So now that brings out Matt Coughlin, who was the most accurate kicker in the UFL a year ago. Had a long of 57 yards, as this will be from 45. And a flag comes down just before the snap.
False start, offense. I don't have a number.
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty. It's 4th down.
Coughlin is kicking with the wind.
Hey, can I get a number on that, please, when you get it? Thank
you. Hear.
It's not good news for that number, no, whoever it was, because it's coach.
Especially if you know Jim Turner,
yep.
His personality.
Yeah, we might not go to the audio for that conversation after this play.
Somebody might be sitting down for a play or two.
Well, the Simmons Bank Liberty Bowl Stadium is being renovated, so there is an open side to it right now. The wind has been blowing consistently in the direction that Coughlin is kicking, as this will be now a 50-yard attempt. And it is good from 50. Pretty well-managed drive with some key moments for Troy Williams, the quarterback there. As Coughlin hits it from 50, he says, yeah, right on through. 10-3 Michigan on top the UFL.
Danny Etling, quarterback, Michigan Panthers. My top football moment was being drafted into the NFL. Getting to see that dynasty and getting to see Tom Brady prepare for the Super Bowl. It was pretty cool to be a part of that great organization with the Patriots. That was a dream come true.
Well, after a couple solid years at LSU, he was a 7th-round draft pick of the Patriots, won a Super Bowl ring as a 3rd stringer with the Pats. And now Danny Etling is getting set to enter this game, the 4th quarterback we've already seen in this game. 10-3 Michigan. Malone on the return, and good coverage that time as he's tackled at 26-yard line. So 2nd year with the team, Danny Etling. He was the backup actually to E.J. Perry, who started today for Memphis. E.J. got hurt. Etling took over, played well for 4 games. Then Danny himself was injured.
Yeah, and he's a good athlete as well. A little sneaky. We saw Bryce Perkins use his legs, but Danny even got moved to wide receiver at one point from Bill Belichick.
See the live lines there as they have moved around. Michigan minus 13 and a hook right now. Aaron Nolan is tracking everything with us today. Quick to the outside to Marcus Sims.
Give me 11, 11, 11.
All right, you ready?
L to 8. LH jet, yup, the zone. LH jet, yup, the zone.
Alert the shot.
You heard Tampa, so it looks like Memphis is going to be in a too high, and I think it's going to be a run from Michigan here.
2nd and 2. Etling utilizing the block on the outside as that got sealed by his tight end, and with that a 1st down.
So I'm here with Jaron. Jaron, what are you expecting right now?
Let me get base. Tight week 6. So they just brought 12 personnel into the game. So we're thinking either run or play action pass. Could be a shot. We got bunch right here, gunfire bunch. Hey, play it on motion. Box. Liz. All right, we're probably thinking shot because it's gun far right here, so we could get a short.
Jared Horton, the defensive coordinator for Memphis. It's a run to the outside, and his defense does the job. A tackle for loss for Jared Horton's defense.
Nickel. All right, so now they're bringing in, they took off 2 tight ends, so it's 0-3. We got 0-3.
So what are you expecting?
looking to get empty. Let's go right here. Let's go shade Tampa. Shade 52 Tampa. Shade 52 Tampa.
Why that call, Coach?
10-person, I'm thinking pass with the back away from the passing strength. I'm thinking a little bit more pass right here.
Let's see.
Down and distance do anything?
Yeah, down and distance. They like to take shots on 2nd and long.
2nd and 11. Let's see if they take a shot. He's sending one, and they do, and it's incomplete. Unbelievable access to hear Jared Horton say that just before the snap, and then indeed they did take a shot.
Yeah, you see the knowledge in Tampa too there, so too high coverage, expecting something deep down the field. Etling trying to hit that seam route right behind the linebacker. Zeke Vandenberg dropping and just off, but a great call by Jared Horton.
Shine buck, shine buck. We're doing like a spot drop cover 3 right here. Trying to get the quarterback to throw this ball, throwing a dagger, maybe something like that.
Want to throw an interception to you?
Yeah,
They're down 11. Etling looking to extend the play, looking downfield. Now forced to run, makes a man miss, and let's see will they mark it.
Coach, how do y'all slow down this quarterback run game?
Can't let him get out of the pocket right now. Still nickel, still nickel. 4th down. Hey. All right, punt, punt, punt. You want safe? You want safe? Punt safe. I need a safety off. Safety off. Amir's off. Amir's off. Punt, punt safe.
Well, that's great. Just gives you an idea of the prep, right? On that long shot play, it was 2nd and 10, and Horton goes, they like to take shots in 2nd and 10. That's not normally what you see from teams. 2nd and 10 is normally a run or a quick passing game to get a better 3rd down situation. So great insight from the defensive coordinator there, dialing up the exact play based on what he's seen on tape.
And also with this field position, and with it being 4th and 1, you also heard punt safe, as Seth Vernon is on to punt away.
That punt safe means those guys are not going to be rushing, sitting back, waiting just in case of a fake.
And Vernon going to look to try to pin this, but instead it does indeed go into the end zone. And that is where Memphis and E.J. Perry will take over on offense, down a touchdown here at home. Through spring pro football. Last year, the championship game taking care of business, and they are back to business with Skip Holtz as their head coach. Coming up next on ESPN against the DC Defenders.
And they get Alex Magoo back, the former USFL MVP. They had the MVP Adrian Martinez last year. The rich get richer for the Stallions, but Michigan here today thinks they have a team that can compete for a championship. Obviously had a big lead against them last year in the conference championship game.
Well, and keep in mind, E.J. Perry was with Michigan for 2 years. Now he's back out there. Started the game today for Memphis, and this is a much improved Memphis roster as well. Down a touchdown at home just before halftime. Perry steps up, he's pressured, the ball floats, and because of that, it's intercepted by Tarpley. Arnold Tarpley with the interception. Pressure on E.J. Perry. It floated up there, and Arnold Tarpley now has Michigan in prime position.
Boy, the pocket just broke down a little bit for E.J. Perry. Walter Palmore is going to come right here and really provide some late pressure, cause him to step up right into the face of his own center, Alec Lindstrom. And tips and overthrows, the defense has got to get those. They got the first one.
Tarpley, who was all USFL in 2023 with Pittsburgh, was a very good SEC player at Vandy prior to his pro.
Yeah, the Doors, go Doors. But again, this is a league where most of these guys have been in camps. They've been on practice squads. They've signed NFL contracts, but they just need more game reps. And you're starting to see these guys get their opportunities.
And look at his field position now for Michigan. Danny Etling at quarterback, as he will give to Colburn. Colburn is wrapped up at the 34-yard line.
Great push from that left side. Jacob Burton, Noah Johnson. E.J. Perry not too happy. Not sure what you heard there because there was a few expletives, but what he did say is, I should have checked it down. Instead of trying to hit that deep shot, just check it down, get the ball into your hands. And that probably avoids a turnover.
2nd and 5 after the run by Colburn. So can Michigan add to their lead? Off the interception, a 2nd and 5 from the 34-yard line when we return to Memphis. At starting safety, Arnold Tarpley for Michigan's defense. He's looking at that iPad tablet technology, looking back at the interception he had moments ago. And with that turnover, big opportunity for the Panthers. Coming off the 2-minute warning, a 2nd and 5 with the ball at the Memphis 34. E.J. Perry's really talented quarterback, was the starting quarterback for Michigan a year ago, now facing his former teammates. He was upset with himself. Some pressure, said, I should have checked it down. Now let's see how his defense deals with Danny Etling and the Panthers offense. Etling. Oh, they came in! The defense did just fine, didn't they? Big sack. Vandenberg was in on the play, as well as others. Boy, watch the edge rush off this side, just compress right into the back of Danny Etling. Takes tackle Ryan Nelson for a ride. Unbelievable job there from Jalen Allen. And backs this Michigan team up for a 3rd and long. Third and 12. Etling gets it out, and it's incomplete. Marcus Sims was the intended receiver.
Number 9, Marcus Sims falls incomplete. In coverage for the Boats, number 14, Mark Gilbert. It's
easy decision here for Mike Nolan. Great job by this Memphis front. It is much improved across the board there. They have 78 NFL regular season games. They're starting to flex those muscles of those NFL vets up there, getting pressure on Etling and backing them out of field goal range.
Burning on to try to pin this as he goes back rotation punt. And with that, it drops in inside the 5, but goes into the end zone. And Sam Acho, it's a good job by the defense after that turnover.
Jalen, what'd you see on that play? I just saw new tackle, new opportunities. We in the M, baby. We got to turn up.
What move did you decide to use?
Bull. Hey, straight through. For sure.
Bull rush move. All right, what's going to be the next move when you get that new tackle?
It might be a bull, but don't tell nobody.
You already told somebody, Jay.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Memphis in the building.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Don't tell nobody. Well, everybody just heard, but luckily, probably the offensive line on the other side didn't hear that.
Yeah, Danny Etling heard that loud and clear, too, as he's got his head buried into that tablet. Jim Turner, the interim head coach for Memphis, has to be pleased with how his team has turned around at moments here in this 2nd quarter. Troy Williams in at quarterback here with just over a minute to play before halftime. Williams tried to set up the screen, but there was a heck of a lot of traffic there defensively from Michigan.
Sitting here with Danny Etling. Danny, you're looking at this play here. What are you seeing off the edge?
You know, pre-snap, you know, we see it ends up being a 5 across the front. So I know I've got a good look here. Throw this into COC. So that's where I'm going with it, expecting a big, you know, run after catch. And unfortunately, they got a good push there from the right side, so weren't able to get it off.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
Williams delayed handoff to Prince, and Prince tries to twist his way for yards.
So here's where you learn about football. 5 across front means there's 5 defensive linemen. They're going to be rushing, which means all your offensive linemen are one-on-one. You got no help. So as a quarterback, you got to think, okay, I'm going to have man-to-man on the outside, but that ball has to come out quick, and they just didn't get it out quick enough.
Yeah, and Jordan, sometimes you don't know which of the 5 are coming and which are dropping.
3rd down and 6 for Williams. Yes. And that ball was intercepted. What a play on the ball there. That is DJ Miller who was tracking that.
Not a bad ball. Maybe a little low out front from Troy Williams to Eli Stove, and tips that one up in the air.
Boy, and what could have been just a moment of managing the clock, Sam, on this Memphis side, just getting to halftime.
correct. There was some excitement about trying to go and score.
Maybe let's listen into the officials here.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Let's get close.
We need a K-ball.
Did that ball bounce off the turf?
After further review, the pass was incomplete. Memphis ball 4th down at the 29-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 35 seconds.
Dean Blandino's in the replay command center. Dean, what were you guys looking at there?
We were looking to see if the defender had control of the ball before it hit the ground. It actually skipped. He was trying to control it, hit the ground, never maintained the ball throughout the process of the catch. This was a good look here. Again, he's got to maintain that control. It's going to bounce, and so we overturned it to incomplete.
So, Dean, that look we just saw, that was the look that determined it?
There was that look, and then there was another shot from behind the offense that we used as well.
All right, very well. That's Dean Blandino in the replay command center, and he has communication with the officials here in Memphis. So really a major bullet dodged by Memphis with 35 seconds to go in the half, as punting away is the big leg Matt Mengel. And that is where Malone will field it and is wrapped up and then driven back. So instead of Michigan having the ball in prime field position with a chance to add to their lead, they'll most likely just close out these final 22 seconds.
There's a huge amount of energy on this sideline. As you can see, there's this idea of, man, the momentum at the end of the first half. The sideline of Memphis feels the momentum. That's a huge turn of events with the non-interception.
You got all your timeouts here, but you got at least one in your pocket, but you're just going to be happy to take this one to the half.
Edling does pass the ball as he goes to Mariner. As Mariner gets it out to the 27-yard line. That is a first down.
Disregard the ball.
Coach, what you're thinking here with the timeout?
Well, if we could pop a little bit, you know, we got a lot of time. You know, we had 3 timeouts, and we have the obviously 17 seconds, so we have a chance to get 3 plays. If we get in a situation where we go for a long field goal, maybe we do it. If not, we'll just let the clock run.
All right, thank you, Coach.
So Mike Nolan's thinking with the timeouts and with a big leg kicker. Let's see if we put ourselves in position at least.
And I thought they had all timeouts. See that red little bar on there? I thought that meant they had one. Yeah, there we go. Challenge. So each have their challenge. Had all their timeouts. Michigan's got a couple more. He means if one pops, if they can get a guy in space here to get 20 yards or so, then call another one.
Edling, see if he can give them that opportunity as he goes out to Colburn. And with that,
yeah, I think you needed more than that on this play. I think right about now, getting into field goal range, a little too risky. You need to push something downfield. Don't want to have a turnover here on this side of the field.
Mark Jones and the guys will have the call coming up at 3 Eastern between the defending champions, the Stallions, in D.C. to take on the Defenders. Here's Edling. And he just checks down to Colburn as he was moments away from taking a huge hit. And he is down at the end of that play as they just came crashing in on Danny Edling.
That was actually a really good job by Edling just to get rid of the ball, but the hit is nasty. Oh, I think that's Jalen Allen again. Allen hit him.
It was Jalen Allen. Watch this. Oh, I mean, right in the sternum. And you could see his upper body just snap back as well. Jalen Allen, who had a huge sack just minutes before this. as he comes crashing home on Danny Etling.
Yeah, I know the rules are obviously different than college, different than the NFL, but I'd be curious to ask Dean, targeting, what does that look like? Is that something that can be reviewed? Is that something, what do the rules lie on that here in the UFL versus college and versus the NFL?
Well, we can look at that. We actually just told the referee that we're adding a foul. He lowered his head and used the crown of his helmet to make forcible contact. That is a penalty in the UFL. It's something that's reviewable, and we just communicated to the referee that we're going to make that penalty. It'll be a 15-yard from the end of the play.
It's good to see Danny Etling just walking under his own power. Good explanation from Dean Blandino.
And now you got 5 seconds. You are on the plus side of territory. Not sure you got time to get one quick out of bounds and pick up enough to get a field goal.
Now take second charge timeout.
And timeout is going to be used by Mike Nolan.
So I'm with Brian Baker, defensive line coach for Memphis. Coach, what are you expecting?
Pass or run.
Well, 5 seconds left, they got a timeout. What are you telling your guys?
So, hey, they're either going to run it to kill it, okay, or they'll try to go to the end zone. Okay. So it's either, down the field shot, okay, or some kind of run. That's pretty much all they got for 5 seconds.
And then communication-wise, whether it's to Jalen or some of the other guys, what are you trying to communicate to them at a critical time like this?
Well, play it the way they block it is what we always say. So if they're coming off on the run, we got to play the run. We're anticipating them to go some kind of play-action pass, so they'll be out showing pocket protection, and then we'll get after them.
In 30 years of coaching experience, what has this experience been like for you?
Well, for one thing, it's a little over 40, but I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this has been fantastic. It's a real blessing for me. It, gets me re-energized, and I love pouring into these guys. So it's been awesome.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
There's the medical event. Danny Etling is
making sure his body's still attached.
I mean, he took a massive hit moments ago.
Watch for a little QB draw here, vacating the backfield.
5 seconds left for Bryce Perkins. And remember, they have that one timeout as they get it to the 40-yard line to Turner.
Well, in the stadium here, the clock hit 0, but I think there might have been a second left.
There was, Jordan. I'm standing down here right next to the coaches, and they got it in on time. I think the officials make the right call here.
Timeout.
So the ball's on the 40-yard line, which based on the spot, potentially going to be a 58, 59-yard. Let's see where they put this. Could be 58-yard attempt by B.T. Potter, who has a massive leg, had a superb career at Clemson. Played 54 games at Clemson. In fact, in the ACC championship game and the college football playoff national title game, had a 52-yarder pressure spot. This from 58 from B.T. Potter.
Into the wind.
Into the wind. 58-yarder. He punches it against the grain, and it's incomplete as he was kicking into the wind here in Memphis, which has been a strong, significant wind most of the day. Luke, what do you got?
Here with Coach Mike Nolan. Coach, you manage those timeouts well. Unfortunately, that thing sails left on you. Assess the first half for us.
Well, I think we started kind of slow. I would expect, obviously you always want touchdowns when you get the ball rather than field goals, and we had a field goal. I like the fact that we converted on the 4th down there, and we got the touchdown as well as getting the 1-point conversion. So that was all good. I think we're just a little sluggish, but I think both teams would say the same thing about their football team.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Sam?
Here with Coach Jim Turner of the Memphis Showboats. Coach, it's a one-score game, 10-3. How do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel good right now, right? I think our defense is playing their tails off. Offense has to do a better job of maintaining drives, right? We got to run the ball better, of course. But in general, I thought both quarterbacks played well. I thought Troy came in and played really well. And again, like I said, our defense is playing really well.
What's going to be the message at halftime?
Simply that, right? Defense has to continue on, but we got to keep them off the field, right? We obviously have to maintain some drives on offense, a lot more plays on offense, and make it a more balanced game.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach.
Jim Turner, who stepped up a week ago when Ken Wisenhunt, the former NFL head coach, is the head coach of Memphis, took a leave of absence for personal reasons. We hope the best for Ken and his family. And right now, Memphis showed a little bit of fight in that second quarter. Michigan with a 10-3 lead. We'll have more to come. Year 2 of the UFL as we are underway to kickoff weekend here on ESPN. More to come right after this short break.
Welcome, everyone, to the nation's capital, where power and influence are like currency, folks. We'll see today who has the power and the influence as the defenders defend the home field against the reigning champions, the Birmingham Stallions. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones alongside Roddy Jones. Glad you're going to come aboard for this intriguing matchup featuring Roddy, the back-to-back reigning champions from Birmingham. They come into this contest loaded once again.
Yes, they do. The UFL champions a year ago, USFL champions the 2 years prior. They have been the dominant force in this spring football league. And last year in the championship game, the league MVP, Adrian Martinez, was phenomenal. There was an entire team effort, though. The defense was swarming, and they ended up going on to a 25-0 win. But Martinez has departed. You've got a new quarterback in Alex Magoo, who was the league MVP of the USFL 2 years ago. So a little bit different look for this Birmingham Stallions team.
Here's a look at what it looked like last year, 9-1 overall. They had the top offense in the league a season ago and looking to improve a little bit on the defensive end. Meanwhile, a familiar face back at quarterback for the defenders, Jordan Ta'amu.
And they're looking for him to take a step forward this season, cutting down some of the turnovers that he had a year ago. But a big part of that is going to be a revamped running game with a healthy and bigger offensive line. And Abram Smith, the leading rusher in the XFL 2 years ago, back from a torn ACL.
Going to try and protect him a little bit more. Mickens ready for action today as the defenders take on the reigning champs.
Look forward to that, Mark, and this is the weekend around the UFL, Jordan.
Yeah, we got some games under our belt already. A little lopsided. Got a nice nail-biter going on here. One-score game going into the second half, but I'm excited for that one following up. Birmingham, can they get a four-peat? Someone's got to stop them, right?
You see the odds there. They're plus 185 to win the title. I mean, this has been a team that has gone through the recent years of pro spring football and has just found their way in dominating form, although Michigan sits there and says, we almost had them. And a Michigan team that came in here today with a loaded roster, very confident. They have a touchdown lead right now, but Memphis fought back in that second quarter pretty well.
No doubt. Memphis on defense, especially up front, started to cause some problems for this Michigan offensive line. They just got to run the football better.
Yes.
Jim Turner's an offensive line coach, the new interim head coach. They got to get things going on the ground, make it easier on those quarterbacks.
Aaron Nolan is our betting analyst. Aaron, what's got your eye right here?
Well, it's interesting to see that the Panthers, they got as high as minus 15.5. It's currently at minus 11.5. And then I know you guys were mentioning that total. We saw it get as high as 39.5. It's now sitting at 30.5. So not a lot of scoring, but two things that I'll be tracking for the second half of this game in terms of betting. How about Mariner? Is he going to get going? He has one reception for 12 yards. And we know that he was one of the most bet on players on ESPN Bet heading into this game. And then it's also interesting that we saw 4 different quarterbacks on the field in the first half. We didn't see that in the other 2 UFL games, so I'll be tracking to see if some of the quarterbacks hit under on their props today. And then, of course, guys, you can take advantage of live betting. If you want to get in on some of the action on ESPN Bet, I can't fault you. This has been a really fun game so far, so hopefully we see some bets cash for us in the second half.
What did you tell me? What was the live line peaking at there? What did it get, 15 and a hook it got up to? What'd you say?
Yes, it got as high as 15.5.
Oh, man. I mean, if you're buying in at that moment, you got a competitor.
And then those turnovers started to happen and it pulled right back.
The Mariner thing is interesting as a prop bet because obviously if Michigan gets another score here, you think they're going to be committing to Colburn and McCrary and Perkins running the ball. So he may have a struggle there if another touchdown gets on the board. The 4 quarterbacks playing, I don't know that it's a major surprise considering how competitive the battles were in training camp.
No doubt. I mean, these coaches said, look, everybody's going to play. Everybody's earned the right to play, but a star is budding in E.J. Perkins. He was 7 of 8 in that first half. We saw the touchdown run where he was able to, Bryce Perkins. I said E.J. E.J. Perry's the other quarterback. Broke 4 tackles, got a touchdown. That's a guy to keep an eye on this season.
We always love the access of the UFL, and when we come back, we're going to be in the locker room. Good first half when it came to some action. There's the list of the itinerary this morning. And an 11:08 kickoff, it simply said, beat the Michigan Panthers. They're down a touchdown. We'll be back with Locker Room Access after this.
Let's get more. More action. More unforgettable. More football. More of what you love.
Today's presentation of the UFL is presented by New Era, the official cap of the UFL sidelines. Joe Tessitore, Jordan Rogers up high. Sam Alcho, and this man down on the field is our analyst, Tom Luganville.
Thank you, Tess. Just came out of the Michigan locker room, and Marcel Belfay, the offensive coordinator for the Panthers, really wanted to get the run game going here in the second half. He wants to run outside stretch zone to the trips receiver side because they're going to be in nickel defense, he anticipates. Now, Mike Nolan said we got to clean things up in the offensive line. The head coach was not pleased with how the second quarter ended. And Tess, to your point about playing 4 quarterbacks already, I think that's reflective of how good this league has gotten with their talent, because there's not a separation in ability level from one guy to the next. That's growth in the league. Sam, over to you.
And in Memphis's locker room, defensive coordinator Jaron Horton came down to the locker room at halftime and said, hey guys, all we need to do is tackle. It's nothing more. It's not scheme. It's just tackling. And head coach Jim Turner, he talked about the offense supporting the defense. Defense has been great, but he said the offense has to step it up. And so tackling on defense and the offense providing some support for the defense.
Thank you, Sam. You know, the point that Tom makes about the talent level in the league, we had a conversation with Mike Nolan this week. He said, I feel like we have twice as many players in this league now that will have a shot at making the NFL compared to a year ago. And when you look through these rosters, I mean, we've had heads turning looking through these rosters with some of the talent.
No doubt. Ton of NFL experience on both sides of the ball.
Malone on the return. Let's take a look at today's progressive first half stats.
Yeah, it was a lot of Michigan, right? Memphis got to get the run game going, but just 60 yards rushing for Michigan. You heard Luke's talk about Marcel Belfay, offensive coordinator, wanting to get that stretch plays going, and we're talking about talent. Matthew Colburn, running back, he was 4th in the UFL last year. He's second string to Nate McCrary. They'd really like to get Nate McCrary going, number 28 for Michigan.
Yeah, Colburn had 2,500 yards in the ACC, 15 touchdowns at Wake Forest. McCrary will start this second half. Bryce Perkins at quarterback. He's had the play of the game so far. McCrary is stacked up after a gain of just 2 by Steel Chambers. Talk about talent. This is a guy that if you're a big college football fan, you know what he did in CFP semifinal games, interceptions against Georgia, one of the all-time recent great linebackers at Ohio State.
We just heard Belfay say scorpion. That call has already been called earlier in the game. It was a screen to the receiver, quick screen to the receiver. Let's see if it's an option or they're going to come back to it.
Sack.
There it is. There it is. Quickly out into space as he gets it to Ross.
It's the best part, man. Just listening to these coordinators relay their calls.
That's too good.
Shade. Let's go. Shade Auto. Shade Auto. Lexi, Vacant, Lucy, Hondo, East Dem, Fitch. Shade Auto. Shade Auto. Hey, red left.
Third and 8 for Perkins. And that is complete out to the 44-yard line to Nate McCrary.
That's one of the areas that Belfay said he's improved most. His confidence is boosted from his time in the NFL with the Broncos most recently. But him as a pass catcher has really opened this offense up. But came up just short there, kind of stopped his feet. Perkins wanted him to keep running. Probably had enough room to pick up the first down.
But instead, Vernon on to punt away. Isaiah Henney back to return. If he gets a shot, he has his heels planted at the 10-yard line. Third punt of the afternoon for Vernon. As this drops inside the 5, the coverage team trying to keep it in, but it goes for a touchback. Memphis trailing at home by a touchdown as we continue on. Second season of the UFL kickoff weekend. Glad you're with us for opening weekend, and then next weekend we have 2 more games for you. Saturday on ABC, this crew is going to be in primetime for this Memphis team at DC. Of course, DC's got a big one coming up in moments against Birmingham. Then on Sunday, it's Arlington hosting Houston. That's right here on ESPN. But we will see you next Saturday on ABC for the road game for Memphis. But right now, they've got an opportunity in front of them as their defense did the job, trailing by a touchdown at home.
Hey, we're going on the first color.
Hey, Turner.
First color.
Yeah. Hey, when we score, can we go for 1?
So this is a double screen. Tiger, you're going to have a chance to throw a screen to your running back, or X-Smoke. You got a chance to hit quick throw to his left. Let's see which one he chooses.
E.J. Perry back in at quarterback. Keep it on the ground with Prince. And Prince turns the corner and gets out to the 29-yard line.
0 up, 336, naked left. 0 up, 336, naked left. 0 up, 336, naked left. Use your legs, EJ.
Use your legs, EJ was the call from 28-year-old play caller TJ Berneri.
0 up, 336, naked left.
We got 0 up, 336, naked left on 1.
What is, second.
Love this. Going to get E.J. Perry on the move to the left, to the wide side of the field.
2nd and 6. There it is. And he goes underneath and gets it complete to J.J. Wilson for a first down. Perry to Wilson to move the chains for Memphis.
Let's see if this gets E.J. Perry in a little bit of a rhythm.
12. Stay 12. Both 3 wide. Both 3 wide. What?
Come on, get set, get set. Penguin left, penguin left. We're good. You're good, EJ, you're good. Go, go, go. We got it, free play.
Free play as Perry takes a strike and gets it complete to Jonathan Adams. Great awareness by E.J. Perry.
So I'm with Dresser Win right now, backup quarterback for Memphis. Dresser, what are you drawing up and what are you seeing?
I'm going penalty is declined.
Right here, and now I'm
result
going
of the play.
first down, second down, third down, seeing how we're heavy run, first down or second down. If we're going pass, mixing it up well. Just trying to see some coverages, so starting to move the ball well here and mixing it up well.
Who does that communication go to?
It goes to Coach Mazzone, the quarterback coach, and then also goes to up in the box, the offensive coordinator. So, and then talk to the quarterbacks after the drive. So it's looking better right here.
And on this play, what do you expect?
Didn't hear the play.
Oh, my bad. That's on me, Coach. That's on me.
Why Phil X-Smoke?
Why Phil X-Smoke?
Prince, as he works his way to the 34-yard line. That was Dresser Wynn, the backup quarterback, who was with Sam Macho, giving us some insight as to the play calls and what he's seeing.
Run inside.
You said tempo run, and what else?
Tempo run, just trying to catch him off guard. Hurry up and get set.
So, walk us through and talk us through what you're seeing as this play develops.
All right.
2nd and 2, there is the tempo.
Get inside of it. Looking at 2nd and 5. See what we do here.
And it's a first down for Memphis. Deneric Prince with the carry.
Penguin right. So we got to freeze here. We're going to hurry up and get set. We're going to try to freeze it. Hopefully we can get them to jump like we did the play before. If not, we're going to go outside zone to the right. To the left, I'm sorry. We get them to jump here. Nothing. Try it again. Try it one more time. The outside zone right.
Prince, he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard that time, as Garrett Marino was the first defender to get in.
Marino blew that up.
All right, here we go. We're going to get quads here. We're going to HMO. We're going to send the motion to quads. and then have a little mesh route with a post and a dig.
So quad, so the running back's going to motion out to the trip side, to 3 receiver side?
We're going to go ahead and have the receiver, a running back will already be there. Now we're going to HMO it, so we're going to run him back 2 quads, like you said. He's going to go to the 4 receiver side. We'll have shout or meshes by the 2 inside guys, a dig, a post here, and then the running back's going to go.
Second down and 9, E.J. Perry steps up and is going to run it himself as he is wrapped up after a gain of just 2.5 yards by T.J. Carter.
Boy, this is gold. If you're a football fan, just getting to hear the play call, understand what's going to happen right before the snap.
Turner, 4th and 1. How you feeling?
4th and 1, right? If this is 4th and 1, right?
Yep.
You're thinking Snickers right off the
So
bat.
that's fine. Mesh concept. You're going to get these guys crossing.
The ball.
Yep.
3rd down and 7.
Oh, no, we're good. We're good. We're good.
E.J. Perry back to pass.
Field goal.
To the outside.
Hey, you might be able to.
As it is incomplete, it'll be 4th down. Noah Dawkins was there defensively for Michigan.
And that's the thing. We got to hear T.J. Vernieri, the first-time play caller, 28-year-old for Memphis, go, oh, shoot, we're on the wrong hash, right? So you're trying to go fast. You see the chest cam here.
That's the chest cam.
Noah Dawkins making a tackle on the flat route. But you're hearing that first-time play caller sort through everything he's got to think about before he relays that call to the quarterback as quickly as possible.
Matt Coughlin, who hit from 50 earlier, on to attempt this from 45. And as the sun has come out here in Memphis, some hope for the home team. They trail by only 4, 10-6 here at the Liberty Bowl for head coach Jim Turner and the Memphis Showboats. Hey, this year's NFL Draft is in Green Bay. 3-day event's going to begin on Thursday, April 24th. We'll have every pick once again on ESPN. It's also available on the NFL Network, and as always, ABC's coverage that focuses on the prospect's journey to the draft. Of course, this game filled with former NFL draft picks, including P.J. Hall, who was a 2nd-round selection. He was the 57th overall draft pick in 2018 by the Raiders.
Yeah, played 40 overall games in the NFL. One of those guys that's trying to prove, hey, I still got it. I deserve another chance back at the next level after this UFL season wraps up. You think they're going to have any cheese curds and beer up in Green Bay for that?
Honestly, those cheese curds sit heavy, bro.
Come on, man.
Bro, those cheese curds, man. Here's Malone on the return. Oh, the ball comes out! And fortunately for Michigan, they recover it at the 35-yard line. Let's go to Tom Luganville.
Thanks, Tess. Down here with Danny Etling. He's going to walk us through, just like we did on the Memphis sideline, exactly what's coming from Marcel Belfay as he hears it in his ear. Let's take a listen.
This is 2. This is their first snap of 2 on this drive. This is mine. Oh, no. This isn't it. This is Penguin again. I'm out of this.
So, Danny, what are we hearing here?
Yeah, so we're going to go with a little play action here. We're going to try and take a shot if it's there. It's looking actually pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We got 1 high, so we're going to alert this post here to number 9, Marcus. We can get it, and it's a really good look for it. We should launch this post to number 9, Marcus, and
it is batted away. Mark Gilbert
just unfortunately, we missed that one, but that was the one-on-one look we were looking for, so great job with the O-line letting him down the pocket, too. Looked like a pretty good throw, just unfortunate we didn't get it.
Well, you nailed it because you gave us the actual progression of everything that was happening right there.
My fault. I didn't know. Is that not what Memphis is doing? All right, so we got rip stretch here, so we're just going to go with a, try and get half of it back here.
Rip to the right, stretch right.
So we're going to stretch to the right. Try and like run it a little wider and see if we can't get a cutback. Unfortunately, they pushed us out wide.
Instead, it's a tackle for loss.
So now we're going to have a 3rd and long. Expecting buzz, maybe. That's what they played earlier.
On 3rd and long?
Yeah, it's kind of a 3 buzz or maybe 2 Tampa. Those are the 2 ones they've shown us so far. So we got back Lexi empty, Ricky or Lucy all hook. So basically we have Lucy as our protection. We're going to be an empty formation. We're going to send the back out, see if we can't get man zone. So right now we know it's some form of man because the linebacker's out here with him. We have all hook. So we're going to take our best matchup, which is going to be on one of these outside guys, I would think. Or Malik.
Down at 11, they get it complete right at the line to gain to Malik.
Illegal hands to the face, too. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Flag is down.
Did they get it? What's the chip saying? Who's up there?
Flag is down.
Test, take it away.
It was great access with Danny Etling, as he was literally telling us.
Go personal foul, face mask, defense number 14, tack on 15, first down.
Don't tackle on 15. You heard it right there in the
Personal
live
foul,
mic.
face mask, defense number 14, 15-yard penalty, and automatic, first down.
It's on Mark Gilbert, the starting corner for Memphis.
Going back to that post route that was just missed, I think if you would have pulled him across the field a little bit more as a quarterback on those posts, you have a tendency to throw it upfield, makes it tougher on that receiver, pull him all the way to the opposite numbers, and they probably would have had a big play.
And on that last play, Jordan, with the all hooks, you've got to get past the line to gain.
First down at the plus 40. Perkins gets it out quickly, and it is Mariner on the outside.
Seeing a lot more one high from this Memphis defense.
Let's go. Let's go left trips. Zuff is zone. Left trips. Zuff is zone. Gary, man. Tyler Tampa. Good call, babe. Good call. Hey, alert the shot. Alert the shot. Tyler Tampa.
Trey Gunbook.
Stretch the shot.
2nd and 5. Colburn. Good hard run. Right at that line of game. We'll see if they mark it. It may be just a football length short. And it is indeed. It's 3rd and short. So they're quick to the line. And with that, the quarterback sneak, but the officials are going to blow the whistle.
Prior to the snap.
Well, Memphis able to get a timeout in.
Memphis, they're first. 30
Jim
seconds.
Turner, the interim head coach. Ken Wisenhunt, the former NFL head coach, with a leave of absence. Turner stepping in, and right now his Memphis team trailing by 4, but Michigan is on the move here with just over 5 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter, the 2nd season of the UFL. This is kickoff weekend here on ESPN. On the left is Mike Nolan, the Michigan Panthers head coach. His 3rd year doing that. And on the right is Jim Turner, 1 week into the task of being the interim head coach for the Memphis Showboats. It's been a highly competitive, low-scoring game between these two. A 3rd down and 1 for Michigan, and they stick with Bryce Perkins on the quarterback sneak.
Little one-man tush push.
True line it.
Right on the line. First down.
Timeout for an official's measurement.
Okay.
Look at
Let
some
TV
technology
know
here.
we want the true line once the ball is down. Yeah, we can't move it. Okay, they're going to show the true line here, Adam. They're putting it on where? No, don't show that. They should not show that.
Got 4th down. Is that correct, Dean?
4th down by, yeah, basically.
All right, 4th down. 4th down.
See, that's a perfect.
It's going to be on the line. It's going to be on the
I'm going to finish subbing, then I'm going to start it up.
Yep, no problem.
Trotting those chains out. It's going to tell you where that ball is. Told him it was just short.
And the chip is right in the center of the ball and gives a signal both directions.
Quick to the line. Run it back. 4th and just inches. Oh, I don't know. Pretty good pile-up by the Memphis defensive front. Memphis thinks they stonewalled this thing.
Hey, the spot on the near side is a little further than the spot on the far side. Let's see who ends up putting it down. It is going to be the near side. He did reach the ball out. This is going to be close, though.
Oh, he got it. And according to that, he's got it.
I got a first down.
True Line says there we go, first down.
Well, that's great.
So it's a first down for Michigan.
But really good job initially by Memphis, and then right at the end there, Bryce puts that ball out.
So with the fresh set of downs, here's Michigan with Colburn. And I want to go back to that spot there and bring in Dean Blandino, who's in the replay command center. Dean, how challenging is it for your guys to understand, hey, you're coming in from one side, you're coming in from other, who gets the mark there, who gets the spot?
It is challenging, and you want the official that has the best look. Maybe it opens up to that side to come in and take that spot. And remember, with True Line doesn't actually spot the football. The officials do. And once it's on the ground, then True Line takes over for the chains and tells us whether it's a first down or not.
Which for many football fans, for many years, they're saying, thank God. What has taken so long? Look at this, breaking free and straight in. Samson Nakua. So after the drama on 4th down and inches, it's a breakaway for 25 yards and a touchdown catch for Nakua.
Ball placed at the 2-yard line.
Oh, a great little play design. Little RPO off the quarterback pull.
And now they're going for a 1-point conversion with the ball placed at the 2-yard line. And trying to run it straight ahead with Colburn. That's second effort, but they're going to be marked short of the goal line. So it'll stay a 10-point margin. But a good job by Bryce Perkins to connect with Nakua.
I love the design here. It's going to be a keep, but watch the flat route, pull those defenders, and he goes to the stick. Almost a no-look throw there from Perkins. They call that stick switch on the backside of that zone read. Quarterback keeps it. Everybody thinks, oh, it's going to the flat route. Nope. Another tight end, this time being a running back, sets up on that stick route and gets leverage on the defense. Great little design and a name that everybody sitting at home knows.
Yeah, of course.
Just announced that the try is good.
There's Dean.
Correct. The knees are up, and the ball broke the plane.
Had the ball, broke the plane to the goal line.
Great access with our vice president of officiating in the UFL, just to give you a sense of how clear and how instant the communication is with his officiating crew. This is the conversion attempt that Dean was looking at to see, and there it is. The ball does indeed break the plane, and the conversion is good to make it an 11-point margin. And that is a prime example of what we talk about with the communication and the transparency in officiating with the replay command center. Dean, great work from you and the guys there in the command center on that conversion.
Thanks, Tess. Yeah, we had a couple of shots queued up. We were able to piece angles together. One low end zone showing the knees were up, and then that goal line look that you just saw to show the ball breaking the plane.
So Prince with the return there, 17-6 now after the touchdown and the conversion. And don't look now, but Bryce Perkins, all of a sudden you look up at his line, 12 of 14, 125, a touchdown pass. Of course, had the play of the day with the rushing touchdown in the first half. He's having a really nice day.
And that's kind of who he was last year in flashes. Completed 79% of his throws last year. Obviously, the athleticism and playmaking ability with his legs is off the charts. So early star getting born here in the UFL in Bryce Perkins.
Dijo.
Bro, they're that desperate to get a fucking
bring
3-5
pressure.
yards.
Keep it on the ground with Jalen Jackson. Let's get some betting updates from Aaron Dolan. What's going on, Aaron?
Well, what's interesting was Nakua was plus 480 to score a touchdown, so that cashed for people. But on ESPN Bet coming into this game, his under receiving yards was the third most bet on thing, and he hit over this with just one reception. Some other wide receivers also already hitting over the receiving yards. That includes Sims, Adams, as well as Turner. So some things, of course, cashing for bettors already.
Yeah, Mariner's the one that I think some would be disappointed in, right, with the 2 catches for 17 yards. That's completely tracking under on the day right now. Aaron, just out of curiosity, 11-point margin right now. What's the live line?
The live line we currently have at 13.5. Again, this thing continues to swing. I just saw it in this quarter as low as 7.5, but again, we currently have Michigan minus 13.5.
Okay, 17-6 margin. That is Aaron Dolan. She'll be with us every
Dead ball,
week,
number
every
36,
game on this crew.
unsportsmanlike conduct during the whiff thing.
Okay, well, which one?
Number
Michigan
30,
or Memphis?
Memphis, offense.
All right, so offense, number 36, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yep.
Result of the play is a first down, so it's still going to be 1st and 10, correct? All right.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Memphis number 36, his first of the game. 15-yard penalty. It's 1st and 10.
It's Jalen Jackson, the running back, who was with the Jaguars practice squad a year ago. Now, that's what got it, that taunting right there. This is a guy who had a great career at Villanova. And now a key part of the offense with, listen, Dean, you tell me, Dean. Dean, if you're down there on the field, I don't know how much you advise things there. Was that right on the border of where you make that call?
It is close. We give our officials that discretion. Anything directed at an opponent, that's where we want them to throw the flag. Obviously, they felt that that was directed at the defense, and that was the result, the 15-yard penalty.
And wiggling loose here is Isaiah Henney, the 5'7" receiver who played his college football at Kansas.
The great thing about that sequence, guys, is number 44, the defensive tackle for Michigan, came to the sideline. He thinks he's getting yanked out of the game, and he's like, Coach, I didn't do anything.
Right.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay, zoom out.
2nd down and 4. Troy Williams in at quarterback for Memphis, setting up the screen to Jackson. Blockers in front, and Jackson, as they pave the way, gets it close to midfield for a 1st down.
And what's great on this sideline is Jared Thomas, the left guard, had a huge pancake block right on the sideline. His teammates were dapping him up as he's going back on the field after that pancake on the screen.
I love those big boys getting out there. TJ Carter, defensive lineman for Michigan, picked the wrong direction. He went to the right there, the offensive right. Obviously, the screen was to the left, opened up that big hole.
15 yards, Williams setting it up to Jackson. Now Jackson cannot find anything against the interior of that defensive line with TJ Carter. Played his college ball at Kentucky, big 290-pound run stopper.
Yeah, played 2 games with the Rams in 22. He's who I just mentioned, kind of picked the wrong direction on that screen. That can happen. He's a big man up there, looking again for that second opportunity in the NFL.
What play is this?
This is lead. Come on, up to the line.
So you hear the
Come on, up to the line.
communication
10 seconds,
there
Troy.
between
Let's go,
Turner
let's go,
and
let's go.
Canary.
It's going to stay Kings after
You're
this
concerned
lead.
with the play clock.
All right.
Nothing there.
Right hash. Okay, Kings. Wristband 32, home to it. Wristband 32, home to it. Wristband 32, home to it.
Stallion. Okie Ranger Stallion. Be alert for the QB scramble.
Be back.
Okie Ranger Stallion.
What is it?
Drop back pass.
What's the protection?
65.
They got a drop back pass.
Get the back in now, Troy. Get the back in now. Get the back in now. Get the back in now.
Scramble.
Get the back in now.
Troy Williams uses legs.
Safe alert, get nickel ready to go
They're
back
concerned to
in.
get the back in for pass protection, and they do.
Got him.
Got him. 8. It was thrown too high to the outside, looking for Henney. Remember, Henney only 5'7".
Nickel.
Good.
Come up, count them up.
The third quarter should be expired.
We need one more else
That
to come
ball
up.
just sailed on Troy Williams.
And that closes out our third quarter. A missed opportunity on third down for Memphis. Home team trying to fight back, trailing by 11 against the very talented Michigan Panthers here in the second season of the UFL. Fourth quarter coming your way. Glad you're with us back here at the Simmons Bank Liberty Bowl Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. Michigan Panthers up 17-6 as we start this fourth quarter against the Memphis Showboats. See Mike Nolan, the 49ers head coach, who's leading this very talented Michigan team. Defense just did their job against the Panthers on third down. And with that, Matt Mangle on to punt away. Former UCLA starting punter. Fair catch at about the 8-yard line by Xavier Malone.
And the first little tip of the hand for this quarterback competition for Michigan. Obviously, we mentioned they were going to alternate quarters between Bryce Perkins and Danny Etling. Bryce Perkins trotting out there. This should be Danny Etling. Got the wind knocked out of him earlier, but I think they're riding the hot hand right now with Perkins.
Getting the wind knocked out of him is a slight understatement compared to the two amongst that. Jalen Allen, the linebacker from Memphis, came in and blasted Danny Etling.
I think Bryce Perkins, too, guys, just gets the ball out of his hand a little quicker right now versus this Memphis rush.
Wrapped up immediately is McCrary by Bronson.
Important drive here for Michigan.
Hey, Ace, direct straight, lid, gut, boot right, chop, climb, all one, ready?
He actually had a cue card there. He took out, put back in. Usually that's a wristband. Wow. Yeah, he's trying to get it back in his belt still.
2nd and 9.
Run, pass!
Perkins. Downfield strike and gets it complete to Mariner.
And there's COC Mariner. We've been kind of waiting there. Nolan talking about the bet props for him. They were really excited, but again, getting Perkins outside the pocket on the move. Great throw. Would you hear that? Perkins goes, please don't call this.
This chest cam technology is absolutely awesome. Hey, by the way, Aaron Dolan, what did you say the prop number was on Mariner?
So Mariner's prop actually went from 41.5 when it opened to 46.5. He's getting closer and closer. And like I mentioned in the pre-show, he's one of the most bet on players to score a touchdown as well as to hit over his receiving yards prop of 46.5.
So 18-yard reception there, Aaron. So now he's at 35 yards, but obviously an 11-point margin. So you don't know how much they're going to be passing the ball late. But that's a fun one to watch. Listen, if I'm out in the desert and I'm playing in the sportsbook, I love the individual player prop bets like this, where the fourth quarter is where you get all the juice and action and you start finding it really interesting. That's the case with that individual player bet on Mariners over under total yards. 1st and 10. Here's McCrary, and McCrary gets to the outside utilizing that block, and it's a first down for Michigan.
A great little block by Cole Hicatini, the tight end on the left side, to help McCrary get the edge. To see him just on the left side right here, it's that block that allows McCrary to bounce, get some open grass.
Bad run fit there, too, from Memphis in the defensive secondary, not securing the edge, Jordan.
So glad also to have Coach Jim Turner on the headset with us on this drive.
Coach, you know they're going to be running it. What can you do defensively to try to disrupt the backfield there on a lot of these zone stretch plays?
It's like anything, right? Obviously, we got to tackle and we got to make plays. We're trying to put as many people in the box. Don't want to give up a big play, of course. So we just got to be aggressive and play hard, and let's see where this thing goes. We got to get the ball back here and let the offense roll a little bit. We got to sustain drives on offense, of course, and let this thing go. You know, we're a little bit heavy run to pass, so we got to throw the ball a little bit more on first down. And see where we end up.
There it is. Looking to bounce it, and that was much better run fit and contained. Hey, Jim, just real quick before we let you get back to things. I know it's been a hectic week for you and at times a strain, but I give you credit for everything you and the coaching staff and the team has handled with Ken Wisenhunt taking a leave of absence. Yeah. What's been the reality of it once you got here to game day?
It's this simple for me, right? So whatever hat they give me, I'm going to wear that hat and work as hard as I can. So for right now, to me, it's all about these players. Anything I can do to help these guys get exposure, get these guys some vision from the NFL scouts, try and get these guys to the next level. That's my intent, whether I'm coaching the line or the head coach right now.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Second down and 8, and that is complete. It goes to Gunnar Oaks. You know, you hear that mentality for Jim Turner, who's a former, he was in the Marine Corps in the early 90s, serving as an infantryman in the Middle East and in Japan, was a tough-nosed fullback at Boston College for Jack McNell's teams back in the 80s. That is just who he is. Hey, give me the assignment. I'm going to put my head down and do it.
Yeah, and he's probably a little disappointed. As he mentioned, they're a little run heavy. They're going to need to pass more here in the fourth quarter, but just 44 rush yards for that group up front. They started strong, and then just for one reason or another, didn't really get going. That offensive line's been completely reworked. But a great job by this defense for Memphis, keeping them in it, right? For a while, we saw that line go all over the place because Michigan looked in control, and Memphis still keeping it a 2-score game here late in the fourth, or early in the fourth, excuse me.
Here's Colburn taking his time, patiently waiting before being forced out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. But now comes a critical moment, Sam Acho, for this Memphis defense here, because it's 11-point margin. Clock is counting down. They got to find a stop.
They do. When you can feel the energy start to stay a little bit on the sideline, but every time a big play gets made on the Memphis defense, the energy starts to dissipate. And so this is a critical second down for this team, because if they can get a stop, they can get their offense back on the field, which the coaching staff said, hey, you're going to be the reason we win.
Second and 3. And it's going to be about 1.5 yards short of that line to gain for Matthew Colburn.
And just to your point of Jim Turner, he has this sense of calm on the sideline. You think of him as this big, strong, tough offensive line coach, but there's a sense of passion and care for his players. You can feel, you can sense. I think players want to play for that kind of coach.
Zone, so just a zone run play to the left unless Perkins decides to keep it.
3rd and 2.
He does.
And he gets it out quickly to the outside, and it's a first down as he connects with Nakua, who had the touchdown reception earlier.
Just another one of those zone reads where Perkins has the option to hand that off, but he's got his receiver coming across in the flat routes and does a great job. Watch how quickly he gets this out. Doesn't move his feet, right? His feet are still lateral, not facing the receiver. Gets it out sidearm just in time to pick up that first down.
Talking about something good needing to happen for this Memphis team, this Memphis defense. This is one of the worst teams in the UFL last season, and so they need a play to be made by the defense to get the momentum back in their favor.
Colburn, steady work on this drive, just a gain of 1.5 yards.
They're trying to force the issue.
9.5 minutes to play and an 11-point lead for Michigan.
Yeah, to Acho's point, they're trying to force the issue. Jared Horton bringing a blitz off the right side, just picked the wrong side. Run went left, but he's got to try to force a turnover with some pressure.
Don't go wall to wall.
Got to figure at some point with all this inside run, you're going to put one up top, see if you can get a score here.
Yep.
You're good, EG. Play it.
Yep.
Second and 8. Perkins again. Again to the outside. This is Turner with the receptions of the 25.
All right, let's go 11. Stay 11, 11, 11.
Jerron, get your field goal ready.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Tell them all field goal alert.
Y to Rex Trey Nasty. Ripper, Oregon Lucky. Y to Rex Trey Nasty. Ripper, Oregon Lucky.
Yeah.
Give him a sack. Sack. Rip. Sack.
3rd and 5. Perkins, pressure up the middle. Flag comes down as he was hit as he was throwing. Yeah, that's going to be a
4th down. Nicole, give me that ball.
So
you want 4th down, or do you want the holding 10-yard back?
Green May came in.
Decline.
4th down. Holding. Offense, number 60. Penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
Well, we've been talking about it. They needed a stop. And remember, the scoring is different in the UFL. So even though this gets to, with a made field goal, a 14-point game, you can score 9 points, right? You can score a touchdown, then go for 3. So you're able to close the gap in the 4th quarter much quicker with this scoring style.
So it's a 43-yard field goal attempt by B.T. Potter. Good rotation, good lift and elevation, and right through. So a 20-6 game with under 8 minutes to play. Alex Magoo, Jordan Teamu, the 2 starting quarterbacks for the 2nd half of our UFL doubleheader. Next on ESPN, that's the 2nd game. Birmingham Stallions, the defending champs against the talented DC Defenders. Don't go anywhere. Big day of the UFL still to come.
Drained it. He drained it. Yeah! Great drive. Great drive. Great drive. 435 brick. We're going to take a shot right now. Let's go. No good. Good job, defense.
As Game Flow brought to you by Progressive Access and head coach Jim Turner for Memphis.
Back to receive for Memphis, number 34, Year Breeland.
20-6. On the return is Prince.
Big drive here for E.J. Perry. Remember, started 4 games last year for Michigan. Got a good idea of what this defense likes to do. Here goes 7 minutes, a little over 7.5. Got to get something going. A little sticky skunk coming here.
E.J. Perry with just over 7.5 minutes to play, trying to get his team out of this hole. Here's Perry. Able to wiggle away from the pressure and pick up 4 yards before he's tackled by Marino.
Wristband 10 with the
We
X
talked
logo.
about trying to get the ball downfield early
logo.
on. That's what Coach Turner talked about. The issue is the offensive line is unable to hold up.
Yes.
That's the issue for getting the ball downfield.
Man, I'd love to see him just take a shot to Jonathan Adams. 6'3" on the outside, big body. Oh, we got a little, I hear X Sluggo. Okay, so we're gonna have a double move at the top. That's Jonathan Adams. Slate and go, got 2 shells. Actually a good look for it.
79 spacing, X logo.
Here's Perry.
Oh, fucking hell.
Had to go in the opposite direction, though. As things broke down, and then eventually had to look for Eli Stone. So now it's a 3rd and 8.
Whatever you got to do to create it.
Never got that safety to
Hop
bite.
to trips left, Mickey Tiger. Hop to trips left, Mickey Tiger.
Here we go. Hop to trips left, Mickey Tiger on 1.
Got him, kid.
Mickey Tiger was just a screen to the running back last time in the game. See if that's the same thing.
Green 18.
Yes, it is. Mickey Tiger's screen to the right side, but it's going to be a few yards short.
Number 34, Year Breeland. He's tackled on number 5, Frank Dingo.
They're going to roll the dice here.
Yes, they are, with the clock counting down towards 6 minutes and trailing by 14 points.
Big moment for this new play caller.
Let's listen to it.
Player injury. Timeout.
for an injury to a defensive player.
It's going to be an official timeout with the injury, but it's going to be a 4th down from their own 32-yard line, Sam.
I'm with Coach Turner right now. Coach, you're going for it. What's the thought process behind this call?
Well, I mean, obviously we're down by 14 points right now, so we're in trouble, right? So we got to make a play right here and get out of here. If I just punt the football right now, we're not going to win this game, and I'm not going to let that happen.
And then the message to the team.
I think it's simple right now. I think this is a great message to send to your football team. We're saying, listen, we're trying to win this football game, period.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Good stuff from Jim Turner. Just prior to a 4th down attempt by his team, saying, listen, we're not going to win the football game if I punt this away. So a 4th down and 5 from their own 32-yard line. E.J. Perry, the quarterback for Memphis. 4th and 5, gotta have it. And they get it. Good job by Perry to find D. Anderson.
And a really good job by D. Anderson. As soon as he caught that, getting vertical, going side to side to make somebody miss, that's why he picked up the first down. Catches this little snag right on the outside and gets vertical immediately. Instead of trying to make that guy, Frank Ginda, number 5, miss.
Flag is down at the 47-yard line, all the way back at the 47.
Delay game defense number
19. He smacked the ball out of the hand of the receiver and kicked it.
All right, so just going to tack on 5.
Delay of game, defense number 19. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
And here's where you got to start thinking about chunk plays.
What they call? What was the penalty?
Down 2 scores.
Delay of game number 19.
Got to start pushing the ball downfield at some point.
To your point, up in the booth, guys, they have that opportunity for that 4th and 12 as well. When they score, they get a chance to go for it.
Perry stays alive somehow. And then tried to work his way back near the line of scrimmage, but how he survived that initial wave with Breeland Speaks.
Yeah, there's a reason he's got the all-time sack leader in the UFL. Breeland Speaks working on left tackle there. Jeremy Tunsil.
Perry on 2nd down, goes underneath, and now against the grain is Loxley, who manages to get to the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd down from there.
Another flag down.
Game clock's at 5:10.
Yes, game clock. Yeah. 5:10 on game clock when you make your announcement, Adam. 5:10.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 57. 15-yard penalty, and an automatic first down.
That is Breeland Speaks.
Please reset the game clock to 5:10.
And here is the penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be a little high there coming in on the quarterback. Hit him up around the shoulder helmet area. Going to try to just pull up as much as he can. I know any defender sitting on the couch that ever played high school football, college football is going, come on, what's he supposed to do?
Exactly. Breeland Speaks, of course, who was a star at Ole Miss.
He's owning Tunstall in this series.
Yeah. 3rd down, correct, 3rd down.
Yep, correct, 3rd and 7.
Second-round NFL draft pick as Breeland Speaks was the UFL Defensive Player of the Year, had 13.5 sacks last year.
3rd down.
Yes.
And about 7.
3rd and about 7.
3rd down.
Replay has reviewed the previous play and determined there was no foul for roughing the passer. It's 3rd down.
See, it's kind of like, what's he supposed to do? Because it looked like it wasn't a ton. It was a little high, but Dean, what'd you see there?
Dean, what'd you see? Now, Dean Blandino has his other job to do, so.
Everything's good.
Our rules expert in the replay command center, VP of the UFL. We'll get through this play, and then we'll have Dean explain it to us of why they picked up the flag. 3rd down and 7. E.J. Perry with time. Shallow cross gets it complete. And gaining extra yardage is Lassiter. It's a first down for the Showboats. All right, Dean, take us through what you saw with Breeland Speaks and picking up that flag.
So any foul that relates to player safety, we can look at in the command center. And the contact was high, but what we saw was forcible contact with the shoulder to the shoulder and no direct forcible contact to the head, so we picked it up.
E.J. Perry tries to get loose, just got tripped up, or else he may have had some good yardage there. That was Mika Tafawa with the tackle, so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Precious time ticking down for the Showboats, trailing by 14. Away handoff, Prince, and Prince gets free. That's a good run by Prince. Just what they need. They need a quick strike at this point.
Yeah, we just saw Lassiter, receiver, with a big catch on a 3rd down. This time a huge block to help Prince get the edge there. Those receivers mixing it up, getting physical to help this run game go.
Just the 3rd time today that Memphis has been in Michigan territory.
Delta,
Perry on 1st down. And Prince breaks the tackle. And gets inside the 10-yard line. Excellent work by Deneric Prince again.
And a great decision by E.J. Perry. Fires zone blitz coming right to his face. Replaces it with the throw. 1 broken tackle. Big gain in Memphis with some momentum here late in the 4th.
You can see, Jordan, the defense is tired. They're bent over. They're leaning over number 1, number 2. The draw play is a brilliant play when your offensive line is unable to block the front. And so the draw and then getting the ball out quick, 2 great play calls by this Memphis offense.
And Sam, to your point, this is now going to be the 11th play of this drive. Perry gives way to Jackson. Jackson turns the corner, is met at the 4-yard line. It was Frank Ginda with the tackle.
Yeah, look at the hands on the hips of every defensive front player for Michigan right now.
I'd love to see him get E.J. Perry out on the run.
Get those tongues dragging.
Yep.
Second and goal. Perry back to pass to the end zone. He goes, overthrows the intended target, Lassiter.
The second thing to think about, Joe, is when you're tired on defense, it's hard to think. And so you can see a couple of busted assignments. You can see not just a lack of effort, but people being open. That's the benefit of an offense running a 12, 13 play drive.
All right, on the ball. Here we go. Gotta go to Delta.
Perry, quick strike. Flags come in. It's going to be PI on
DPI 19
Alexander.
in the end zone.
Ball.
Pass interference. Defense number 19. Foul occurred in the end zone. By rule, the ball is placed at the 1-yard line. Automatic 1st down.
Why? Just so he knows.
So a 1st down for Memphis. 2-minute warning. 4 ticks of the clock away, trailing by 14. Gotta have it. Try to plow straight ahead.
Spotted just a hair short.
Just maybe a football length short. And that leads us to the 2-minute warning. E.J. Perry tried to sneak it ahead. We'll get another opportunity as Memphis, desperate for a rally here in the final moments, trailing by 14, but knocking on the door of that end zone.
Well, check out this, a coach's challenge from Michigan that someone moved early on that Memphis's front. Right tackle flinched just a hair early, so they're backing that ball up, no score. Or no gain, excuse me, they were short.
Wow, so Mike Nolan, the Michigan head coach, challenges that there was a flinch on the right tackle.
After further review, there was a false start by Memphis number 55. 5-yard penalty. It's 1st down.
Memphis has moved back 5 yards.
Timeout and has another challenge.
Remember, UFL, you can challenge anything. Penalties that were called, penalties that weren't called. That's a great job by Mike Nolan.
By the way, that is such a common sense approach.
Oh, yeah.
Just challenge anything. Yeah. If the viewers saw it, if the coaches saw it, the players saw it, challenge it. Blandino makes the call. They're pushed back. Perry to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Jonathan Adams. Alexander, who had the DPI just moments ago, was there on coverage.
Boy, they keep targeting Adonis Alexander. He's 6'3". That's the longest corner Michigan has. I'd love them to see him target the other side of the field. As we go back and look at this here, trying to back shoulder a corner route, Adonis all over.
Back towards like the just run
to your point, Adonis Alexander is 6'3". They have corners on that other on Michigan that are 5'10". So I would attack some of those guys, not the 6'3" corner.
Yeah, and here's what we just heard. E.J. Perry was talking to Jonathan Adams just now, because we can hear everything. We heard him say, hey, that back shoulder towards the front pylon.
Yeah.
Right? Adams is 6'3". If they target opposite Alexander, there's a great height difference, and so he's kind of communicating, hey, if I see it, I like the leverage, I like the size. Think back shoulder, not to the back pylon, but to the front pylon. So give me your eyes a little early is what E.J. Perry was trying to communicate to Jonathan Adams.
Well, Jordan, DJ Miller, number 14, is 5'10". Levante Taylor, 5'10". You've got to attack the perimeter on the outside with some of this height.
Let's see if they do that right here. Here's 2nd and goal.
See, to the far right is where Jonathan Adams is. He's got one-on-one coverage.
E.J. Perry looks to the right, and they get it! Touchdown! Showboats Jonathan Adams.
So here's what's amazing. Depending on leverage and coverage, that's either a fade or a slant.
Left half.
Corner was a little bit outside.
Yep, yes.
So instead of a fade back shoulder, it turns into a slant route because of the leverage.
So after the touchdown, they're trailing by 8. So the ball's going to be placed on the 5-yard line as Memphis goes for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Y mode to F, bunch right nasty, 64 lick, X and Z mesh, F corner swing.
This for 2 points.
You got to swing.
Hey, you got back to you. Hey, cheat it.
Green 18. Green tight.
Perry. And it's intercepted. Tornadin with the pickoff on the 2-point attempt.
Well, going back to the touchdown, just a great little read by Jonathan Adams. He's going to have outside leverage to the right of your screen, so instead of a fade, it's a slant. Great ball by E.J. Perry. And Memphis back within striking range here in the 4th quarter.
Let's see if we get the unique onside kick attempt that the UFL has. A 4th and 12 from your own 28 when we come back. In the UFL, the onside kick rule is this. You're not kicking. You're sending your offense out there. And it's a 4th and 12 from your own 28-yard line. Now, last year in the UFL, 9 of these were attempted. 4 were converted. The situation here in Memphis, the home team, the Showboats, trail by 8. They're going for it. A 4th and 12 to retain possession from their own 28-yard line. Also keep in mind, you can have 9-point possessions with 3-point conversions. They can win the game, but first they got to get through this.
F Ocean wide turn. Heard E.J. Perry telling one of his receivers, come back to me a little bit if you can. Some kind of deep curl route.
A 4th and 12. E.J. Perry drives the ball downfield. And it's incomplete, but it was right at the stick for D. Anderson, the 6'6" target.
And there it was, a curl route. Want D. Anderson to come back to him. He did. That ball would have been right at the sticks as is. A really good ball by Perry. Tight coverage. He's got to catch that, and it would have been close, right at the sticks. Forward motion might have given him that. Boy, D. Anderson.
So instead, Michigan takes over. Really hard fought 4th quarter by Memphis.
Take a timeout.
And McCrary, as they will just work the clock, and you know Memphis is going to utilize their timeouts of any last hope. They had 2 remaining as Michigan took control. Interim head coach Jim Turner for Memphis.
And they've still got a chance to get the ball back here. Obviously, Michigan would have to miss a field goal. They make a field goal, you're out of it. But if you can stop them here, call another timeout. Clock's going to run on 3rd down, obviously, because you only have 1 more timeout. But force them to make a decision, or they want to try to kick a field goal or milk clock.
Mark Jones and the crew are going to have the Stallions and defenders coming up At the top of the hour, of course, Birmingham. They are the defending champions, but right now, let's see how things play out and if Michigan can close it out here in Memphis. McCrary tackled for a loss as that last timeout will be used by Memphis. And now they have exhausted all of their timeouts today.
Yeah, the normal play usually takes about 5 seconds or so. So 5 seconds gets you down to 132, a 35-second play clock, and it gets you down under 1 minute, but you're going to force Michigan to decide, do we want to kick a field goal, risk a block, risk something like that?
But obviously make it an 11-point margin, put the game away.
But make it a 2-score game.
Talking to some of the players on the sideline here of Memphis, they're saying this game, win or lose, but this game is super critical for the organization. They've struggled over the last several years. If they can find a way to get a stop or block a field goal and get a win, it could change the future of the organization.
There's no doubt about that, but right now a 3rd down and 11. And they're all over McCrary again, so now the clock will count down as it'll be 4th down. Nazir player with the stop.
Push back this field goal attempt even a little further.
That's right.
It is into the wind, excuse me, with the wind to this side, so that helps out. Distance shouldn't be an issue.
I'm going to call it. Hey! Not yet. Just stay tight. Hang tight. At 1 second.
Mike Nolan is considering probably using a timeout himself.
Yeah.
Mike Nolan on the left. Long-time NFL defensive corner, former San Francisco 49ers head coach.
Yeah.
In the 3rd year head coach with the Panthers.
Geron, nice call.
You know, we had a great visit this week with Mike Nolan. Luke's, I'll tell you, he said something that I absolutely loved when we spent time with Nolan. He said, in this league, I love that all the players are getting up off the mat. They're trying to swing again, to punch again.
Yeah, and Tess, you have no headaches, right? Every one of these guys has a reason for being here. They all got a chip on their shoulder. They're going to run through a wall for you. Those are guys that are a pleasure to coach. And every coach in this league has echoed the same sentiments from Mike Nolan, and that's what makes the league so fun every day you go to work.
So here is B.T. Potter to try to give Michigan the 11-point lead, this from 50 yards. And it is no good. All right, 51 seconds remain, no timeouts, but Memphis will have the football.
And you get the football at the 40-yard line. So good field position because they were able to push back a couple of those runs. Now the ball's in E.J. Perry's hands. Remember, started 4 games for Michigan last year, going against his former teammates. Can he put together a drive with no timeouts? And then remember, Michigan will have the choice. They could go for 3 points and try to win it if they do score.
But right now, the business at hand has come down the field against a very talented Michigan defense.
And it's Troy Williams, guys, and I think it's because of his ability to push the ball vertically.
So Troy Williams, the quarterback. It was a competitive battle for the starting job that E.J. Perry won. So Williams has to manage 51 seconds. And he gets it complete. He's got it complete to Adams. Adams with a stiff arm and out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. And the Showboats are in business.
Michigan a little shell-shocked right now. Great job by Troy Williams using his legs to step up. And safety so worried about that deep play over the top. That dig was wide open in the intermediate.
33-yard reception. Williams with time now being pressured, tries to spin out of it. And that ball is picked off. Michigan's going to close it out with Kai Nakua returning it. And he may go all the way. A pick six, game sealer. Wow.
unbelievable play by Troy Williams, followed by an unbelievable mistake under pressure from Breeland Speaks. UFL Defensive Player of the Year forced a bonehead decision there by Troy Williams.
By the way, you just heard middle hash 1 point. Remember what Aaron Nolan, our betting analyst, said earlier tonight about where the action was going and where everything has gone in this opening weekend of the UFL. With the hammers on the under and the results on the under, and all of a sudden a pick six unexpectedly with 23 seconds left. And this conversion could send this game over. It sits on 38 points, does the total right now. So for those who played the over, here's your potential miracle. Oh! And it doesn't cash.
Oh, collective sigh from all those wanting the over. Going back to the play, Troy Williams gets some pressure from Breeland Speaks here. Not Breeland Speaks, actually. It's Rondell Carter. Forces just a bad decision, right? I think he's probably trying to get that out of bounds, but not able to get enough arm to throw it over the head of his receiver. And there's a chest cam. Look at that. Chest cam escort into the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go!
Well, here with the man of the hour, you just told me it's more comfortable down here on one knee, taking a breather. Obviously, the ball was thrown late to the sideline. What coverage were you in? What did you see?
We're out there, you know, coach has been harping all week. Play what you see. My eyes were a little bad earlier in the game. Made sure I was on my P's and Q's right there, and the ball came my way. I got to make a play.
When you saw that ball floating and late to the sideline, what was your first instinct?
Go get the ball, end the game. We got to close it out. A lot of close games last year. You know, we're going. Guys are out here. They're trying to give everything they got, man. When it's my turn to make a play, I got to make that play.
Luke,
congratulations.
Did you think about taking a knee instead of running it all the way back?
Let's bring in Aaron Nolan. Aaron, take us through the drama of where the over-under number was today.
So it closed at 38.5. So since they didn't convert on that 1-point conversion, the under is most likely going to end up hitting. So it is a brutal beat for those that took the over in this game. And I know heading into this, I talked about how last year in week 1, everyone was cashing the under. So far, if this stands and this does hit under, I'll be 2-1 to the under so far in UFL games heading into the last game this weekend.
Right to the last second, you just never know.
Well, listen, I mean, the thing's going one way. You think one team's going to score, it's pick six the other. You're like, okay, I've got this.
As Michigan is going to bring this in. I'll tell you, this Memphis team, with obviously the circumstances with the coaching changing, they fought in this game. Michigan's got one of the most loaded rosters in the entire UFL. Memphis fought.
Yeah, from 2-8 last year, bottom dwellers in the UFL, to what we saw today. This roster and team is greatly improved on both sides of the football. Obviously going toe-to-toe with one of the UFL's best in Michigan Panthers. I'll tell you what, Bryce Perkins is going to be a star in this league. We got a taste of it today, the quarterback for Michigan. He is going to be special.
Unbelievable, great game.
Bryce Perkins was 16 of 19 for 163 yards and a touchdown, and had the spectacular touchdown run earlier tonight as well.
Did we not get everything we signed up for in the UFL from an access standpoint? We got a 4th and 12. Instead of an onside kick, we got a one-play do or die. We got a pick six to almost flirt with the over, and then we get the under. Man, spring football is back, and it is here to stay.
It's a great day here in Memphis, but we are not done yet. Michigan gets their first win of the season, 26-12. For Jordan and Sam and Tom, I'm Joe Tessitore saying enjoy the rest of your day, including the Stallions and Defenders with Mark and Roddy on the call. That's coming to you right now. Take it away, gentlemen, and enjoy the UFL season opener.